Special. There's gonna be something special going on.
Yeah, baby.
Let me get the right music off. Coming to the stage, coming to the cold open.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
on a bunch of bullshit. We got
show
Young Meelz. We got OG Johnny 5. We got the A Show. I don't know if y'all know who the A Show is. Y'all need to know who the A Show is. And I guess what? Y'all gonna know.
That's right.
Meelz. I'm about to say
I don't know
Meelz.
how to add myself.
Meelz, you were supposed to add yourself at a certain point.
I didn't know how to add myself back, to be honest.
I know we didn't produce that at all.
He's like, I'm fairly sure you didn't have to make, you didn't have to make that announcement at all.
We didn't produce that at all. Just so y'all are clear.
Let's go.
Just so we're clear.
We here.
Hey, yo, you got to move to another borough of it, yo. God dang.
What's wrong with Queens?
Can I be clear? I don't know what's wrong with any of the boroughs. I have no clue about New York. I've been there twice in my life.
For real?
I was banned from New York.
What?
Yeah, they banned me.
Who?
It was this kid a long time ago. I had exposed him for being a racist. This white dude named Joe Bleeds Blue. And I exposed him. I had screenshots. I had all types of shit on him, right? And he said, I'm going to whoop Justin Davis's ass. He can never step foot in New York again. And I said, damn. I said, I guess
some man from the town.
I just left Dr. Strange, man.
Oh, geez. Wait.
That's some heat, Just.
Hey,
have you seen Dr. Strange? Justin's also one of the other movie niggas that I know on these. Have you seen Strange yet, Justin?
No, my good friend Dominique Griffin, he's the Armchair Auteur. He saw it. I saw his review yesterday. I think I'm gonna wait for Plex.
Damn.
Wait for that one. Listen, man, I don't want to get into it and get everybody all upset about it. This, I want to stay positive. It's very rare that I don't gotta, that me and Meelz are on the same, like on a different show. You know what I mean?
Right.
And first off, before we even start, I gotta thank the Black Rasslin. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are family to us. We've had Khal on, we've had Mimi on. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get everybody else on, obviously. But this is a big moment for us. So
they must not know about me. They not going to invite me on after they finish.
No. The funny thing is, I think the most interesting conversations could be fam on the A Show, just because again, for people who specifically are into opinions, and strong not towing lines, not worrying about what is on the timeline, what everybody else is saying. Like you're gonna get real, honest, unfiltered. They're giving it to you raw over there, but it's also not on some dumb shit. They know what they're talking. Just like I feel like we know what we're talking about when we finally do get the pro wrestling. That's what
absolutely
you get a lot of that over there. But Mimi mentioned, because I guess you did you guys end up linking up in Dallas during Mania?
All right, hold on. I knew I had to come here and explain it. We was at Wale Mania. Mind you, Dallas was kind of like my bachelor party too, so it was like I was being pulled and
congratulations.
Congrats on that. I didn't realize that.
Next week.
My God. Is this the bachelor party?
This is the part two. This is the part two. So we're going back and forth on DM, and I'm like, I got to get my friends up. I got to, so I'm trying to make sure that we get everything going. A lot of people are coming. I see some people that said something bad about me on the internet. I look at them.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. I didn't look up. I looked down. I didn't look up. I looked down. And then you know what I'm saying? And everybody, you know what I mean? So it was. I'm sorry, Mimi. I got you. I'm coming to New York real soon. And we gotta, you know what I'm saying?
It's all good. We had to cross. We crossed enemy lines too. We was crossing enemy paths too. They was staring too.
Well, that's what I was.
They ain't say nothing either.
But you know what it is? It's on this podcast, on the timeline, we've talked a lot about what I'm just calling the community, which is whatever you call the Black pro wrestling media, like underground, whatever media, diaspora, whatever you call what the fuck we're in the midst of, been in the midst of the last 5 or so years. Right. I don't want to say people be clicking up. There's clicks.
Yeah.
There's clicks. I mean, there's people who, you associate with certain people, so you ride with certain peoples, and you build little families around. But I noticed that a lot of the times, a lot of the voices aren't able. What you about to say?
Hey, where does our 20 rank in your top 20 rappers of all time?
You stupid. You stupid.
I 20. 20. He ranks to 20. No, I mean, I think I think I said it a couple weeks ago, and I didn't say it to kind of like be really like, I didn't want to come off as salty, but I at least wanted to come off as showing love to the people that are also doing it, but also my own family. Like these guys at the A Show Network, they don't work for us. You know what I mean? Like these are people that have the same passion as we do. That's Cyrus, that's Quan, that's Armand, that's everybody. The group, the team is large. You know what I mean? And I just wanted to say, like, we put in a lot of work. You know what I mean? And
man,
you do.
And I'll be honest with you. That rant that he had was inspired by me.
I didn't go to the DMs.
That's what we do. We inspired you.
I texted him. I was like, nah, I wasn't feeling how this thing was going down. And he was like, you know what? I think he understands from a standpoint of like, yo, if Meelz is mad, then we got a problem.
Then I'm charged up.
Yeah.
They're never mad.
Nah, not really.
And worst part about it is Meelz never does anything to anyone. When people come at him, I get extra mad when people come at Meelz because I'll take the arrows. You guys know I'll take the arrow. I don't care.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah. Nope. I'll take the arrows, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but those guys, hell no. You know what I mean? I'll gladly take that so they could
those guys?
What you mean?
Hell no.
Yeah, fuck them. Mav said, well, because again, the way
about those guys.
You know what it is? The way.
Hey, hold on, Cal. You talking about the R&B group? Get the fuck out of here.
The way that y'all get charged up off of what goes on. That's me and Mav on the regular. You see, he had to leave.
Every time he pops up, I get scared. I'm like, yo,
it's a different energy. That's a different energy down there. Nah, because I just it's always funny because I mean, name off some of the people you guys have had on the A Show. I mean, I know y'all had Bianca not too long ago.
Yes.
Yeah, we had Bianca right before SummerSlam. We had Drew McIntyre. We had The Miz. We've had Shayna Baszler. We had Cesaro. We've had Malcolm Bivens, Stokely Hathaway now. The Miz, right? Did I say Miz already?
We had The Miz. Yeah. We've had Melo Anthony. We went to WWE 2K. You talked to a lot of different people there. Yeah. Not only that, we've had
Roman. We talked to Roman Reigns. You know what I'm saying? We talked to a lot of people. Adam Cole before he ran from the grind.
Yeah. And for those that don't know, A Show is also super WWE. Super WWE. That's probably why y'all and Mimi is cool.
But be clear, Kyle. We talk about everything.
Oh, no. Yeah, no. I don't.
We got an AEW show. That's the thing. That's why we don't talk about AEW in the show. We got an AEW show. So like that's why we do. Let's just be clear. Meelz watches it every week. I watch it
every now and again.
Listen, I watch it every week. Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm trying to tell my brothers to stay away from that.
Meelz, who's your favorite on AEW?
He ain't even on AEW right now. It's Miro.
Was he injured or is he just not on TV?
Yeah, he had like a hamstring or thing.
He had a hamstring injury. They just have him. I mean, I don't know if he's recovered yet. I don't know what's going on with him, but he's just been chilling right now.
They had tried to bring him back with those promos, and then they stopped because I think the injury was worse than they kind of expected. Like he was probably going to be a lot longer than they thought because he had lost to Bryan Danielson and was gone kind of since then.
You say he lost to who? You say he lost to who?
Bryan Danielson.
Oh yeah, the greatest. Y'all don't want him to be champion for some reason. I mean,
because the thing is that that's like the last joker that they got in their back pocket is making him champion. Because like at the end of the day, he can't be like the kind of tweener heel that he is right now and be champ. He has to kind of be the baby face.
I just want it. Sometimes the heart wants sometimes, you know.
Hey, he's the best. He's the best part of the show to me. I think he's consistently until like Kenny comes back and he's not on that bullshit he was on before he left. I will watch because Kenny was on it, but now it's just like it's less of a necessity for me to watch. Honestly, I just watched way too much wrestling per week for me to watch AEW.
I don't think Kenny Omega's built for every week TV though. He's like a match nigga. He's a pay-per-view. I don't know why I want to hear him talk. Mickey Mouse made of comic books. I mean, don't know why.
He's currently trying to save that video game right now, so maybe we need to leave him alone.
Maybe that's why he's out. I did see there was footage. It was Nyla Rose and I think it was Chris. It looked kind of good. Whatever video I saw, was it today or yesterday?
Don't rile him up.
It didn't look bad. It looked better than I thought it was gonna look.
I'm gonna be clear. I can't really talk about video game all that much. So
right.
I hope that it turns out well.
That's right. That's all I'm gonna say. I forgot what Justin does during the day.
Yeah.
During the day. You mentioned watching a lot of pro wrestling. Mm-hmm. And did anybody see AAA? What was it? AAA Mania?
Yeah, I saw a couple of the matches from that. We have a very tight Discord. Khal is part of this Discord. You will never be in it, but it's cool. It's cool.
I was in a Discord again. Shouts out to the Black Announce table. This is a crispy, nice little video. It's super warm. I got it today. I don't want to take this motherfucker off. And they had fucking shits in there. There's stickers somewhere. Right? Anyway, I was in a Discord and we had to get up. We had to get out the Discord. So I've not worked being in Discord on a regular basis in my life.
No, so we had links of it of some of the matches in Discord we could watch in there. Shout out to our Discord. Anyone who's in Discord, they know what's up with that. I saw a couple of matches. I'm like, damn, they had a lot of old niggas this year. It was a lot of old niggas in AAA this year.
From what I understand, shouts to Keeks. They got it's a whole tournament where it's like your influences with your mask, and if you lose your mask, like the end result is somebody gonna lose their mask in this big tournament. So I guess the vignettes is with their pops and who they got the influence from. I didn't watch all of Triple Mania, but I did see Tay Conti getting super kicked. I watched that a lot over the last couple of days. But the other thing that happened, are y'all familiar with that Mexicans got on boots?
Nah.
Y'all not familiar with the Mexicans got last week some comedian like 7 years ago told this story about how when he went to prison, the second day he was on the yard, somebody just went up to him and was like, Mexicans got on boots. And he tells it ends up being that like Mexican got on boots is code for it's about to be a riot.
To go down.
It's some shit's about to pop off in the rec yard.
I gotta ask my fiance if she knows about that.
Maybe she may. Again, shouts to Keeks. Keeks has got Mexican in her in her family, and she knew about Mexicans got on boots.
So do we. You see what I'm saying? We got Mexicans in our family, but niggas gave me fire for saying my aunt could make empanadas and shit.
It was something else you said. I don't remember what it was. I'd have to go back in the archives. It was something else in that conversation because it wasn't as cut and dry as that. Now, the way my mind works, like again, I see Mexicans got on boots, and I immediately think I had stick. I did have Black Announce Table stickers. I was actually looking for them. They're around somewhere. Anyway, I take a thought like Mexicans got on boots, and then I see Tay Conti. What? I see Tay Conti get the boots. So am I wrong? Am I wrong for
Mexican got on boots?
Am I wrong for that?
All right. I didn't know that was a Conan O'Brien-esque setup. I was like, "What is he queuing up for something?"
Am I wrong for
got on boots?
That like I may use that a lot.
Nigga, I just looked at the demographics. The whole El Paso logged off.
Mexico City, everybody said, "Nah, we turned it off."
Got on boots.
I'm sorry.
What's crazy about that spot is that like they waited till they went to Mexico to do that spot. They do not do that on TV on TBS for damn sure. They waited till they got across the border for that one.
I felt weird watching it because it was just. Oh, you said play it again.
Got on boots.
Like you're literally just watching her getting kicked in the face because the clip was perfect. You see everybody scrapping. There was literally a little riot, and she stepped up with the fist and
Mexican got on boots.
Did you see her fist was up?
Yeah. Well, I cannot talk about this subject, but you talking about her fist was up as if she was the aggressor here. I did not see his fist.
Yeah, he's just...
but wait, fam, can you go back to what Eddie James said? It was a couple. Yeah, they won the mixed tag team titles that night, so it's gonna be fair game. She's at some point
trying to justify. No,
I'm not trying to justify.
Well, not one, bro. Come on.
I'm not trying to justify what I'm saying. That's what happens. At some point, she's gonna get hit by a dude if they're gonna be having a mixed tag match.
That's in her division currently. It goes down. That's what you're trying to say.
No, I'm saying at some point,
Mexican got on boots.
That's going to keep happening.
What Cal is saying is she should have wore fucking boots.
She should have wore boots. That's because she had whatever.
Mexican got on boots.
I don't know what the hold on. I'm sorry.
Mexican got on boots.
Like I don't know what those random red mids were. I don't know what she had on.
Can we talk about just herself? Because she corpsed literally as soon as she hit the ground. Like, she was like, I'm like, bro, you got to sell the shit. Like,
right.
Stop laughing.
Do I have the still? Hold up, because the still's actually better. Hold up. Like she dead. This is a dead woman right here.
If you play it a little bit longer, her head turns, she's smiling with it. And I'm like, all right, you can smile with it, bro. Like, you got to, like, sell it until they tell you to get up. Or something.
Jesus Christ.
Non-AAA.
It's so... Because I don't want to get too deep into this thing before we get into the show. But, so Dark Side of the Ring, it's happening? Do we know what's happening with that?
Nobody really knows. I was asking earlier this week, like, so is it canceled? Because they literally, as the rumors started getting to a fever pitch, the account tweeted for the first time in like months.
Right, like what's up? What y'all like?
I saw that.
What y'all want to do?
Get him out of here.
When, like, they're trying to like cover up something that's wrong though, right? Like it feels like something is definitely wrong there.
It's either Dave Meltzer fucked up or
is that his show?
No, he's involved. He was at first involved in some type of producer capacity, or at least helping them get research for the show. And then it moved over to David Bixenspan, who took over for the most recent season, which I think was probably like the worst season to me.
Oh.
They I didn't realize people were gunning for the.
I don't fuck with him anyway, but I don't think that's his fault. I just think that they just don't have nothing to talk about.
Right.
No, but they said that when I read some article, because they were talking about the plane ride from hell episode, and they were saying there were a couple of inconsistencies with that story. Certain people wouldn't have been on the plane. There were a couple of things that were just, and I mean that's not a controversial pro wrestling thing. That's just you fucked up real life type shit.
And it was an obvious bias. I'm gonna say, go ahead, Meelz. I'm sorry.
Nah, but I also feel like wrestler memory is just like
I just want to say the people in wrestling, it's their perspective, or they've forgotten what's actually happened. They can remember like 75% of it, but not.
But the show eats that though, because they're still at the end of the day. I mean, if they have fact checkers, what are they doing? Yeah. You know, you're supposed to discern that's what's real and what's not. And if you put it on and know it's not real, you got to figure out how to.
They wanted the gossip. They wanted that.
Yeah,
exactly.
Wrestlers from there.
They wanted to exploit wrestling. That's what it was. Because again, they signed MLW, and who's talked about MLW on Vice since?
Exactly, and it's like, and Kyle, you know, I mean, you said you hit the nail on the head. You worked in media over a decade. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that you got to fact check. And I think that they shot a lot of bail. Dustin Rhodes on that episode, and then someone came out and was just like, "Oh, he was wilding too," and it's just like, "Oh, but where does he work at right now?" and where does this person work at? Who was narrating the show?
Exactly.
The show kind of had, and it's okay to have an agenda on the show, but it like go look at season 1 where it was just kind of it was flat. It was just like, yo, I think that was season 1 was like the Randy Savage story. There's a bunch of really good like pieces on there, and then like we had, I think this was the season with the Pillman story, was it?
Yeah, it started with the Pillman story.
That was the
opener. That was like a winner to me, and then after that, it was like, it was just like, all right, we kind of reaching for a lot.
There was a lot of randomness. I don't remember most of the season.
The plane ride from hell, and like again, it's like we reached out for Brock Lesnar and he declined the comments. Like, no shit, he declined the comments. Why would Brock Lesnar talk to you about this shit? Same thing with Ric Flair. It's like, you think Ric Flair's gonna want to talk to you about the plane ride from hell? Like, come on, it's their whole thing where they can try to write. Well, they didn't want to confront the truth. It's like, well, no shit, come on.
And whose truth was that, right?
Exactly, which is what we've been trying to say. Like, I mean, look who they've had on as talking heads. Again, they knowingly go out and get Vince Russo and Jim Cornette, people that have like lost their respect in this business, but try to fight to remain relevant because someone sticks a mic in their face.
My favorite parts of Dark Side of the Ring is when they put both of those motherfuckers on the same show and just have them cut promos on each other from different sides of the show.
Yeah. They do the Isaiah Thomas Michael Jordan. So what did he say? Show me the footage. Like,
yes.
That didn't happen at all. No.
Did anybody watch Dark Side of the 90s?
I was going to say, Vice didn't capitalize on with the Dark Side of football, right? And then Dark Side of the 90s. They wanted this whole Dark Side universe, which is like, come on, really? Like,
I watched Dark Side of the 90s.
Is it good?
It good?
Nah, not really.
That just sound like some VH1 shit.
It really does. It really does.
It was
like out of the 2000s. It
was like internet culture, like talk shows.
I think Jerry was.
Wait till Dark Side of the Podcast come out.
Yes. Coming straight to Patreon. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, shouts out to the Patreon. A show. I know because the funny thing, again, speaking what we were speaking about earlier, the dope thing I like about what A show did with shouts to Sean Robert. They like the community building again, like what Black and Out Table does, like what we've done, piece of the chat. But it was dope because I think y'all were some of the first ones I saw getting on the Patreon, and I wanted to ask. Because people want content, people need content, they love content, but do y'all get tired of this shit? Like, do y'all like take the laptop and want to like throw it like because y'all again you talk about a network, so it's multiple episodes from the podcast or episodes dropping from multiple podcasts a week, plus whatever goes up on the Patreon and anything additional. Like, y'all don't get tired?
And you guys have like a radio thing going on during the day that just popped up across my screen, and I was like,
Khal.
"What is this?"
I did hear, bro.
Justin's currently the busiest person. I was at one point, but I'm not anymore. Thank God.
Look at these niggas smiling.
I know, right? I know, right? It must feel good.
It's the Patreon content is fun because like we're literally just doing stuff that we want to do. Right. Just stuff that we like think that's like so we had this like Patreon only podcast called The Invasion Diaries, XA Diaries, and I kind of wanted to, the only way I could enjoy that is kind of doing it however I want to do it.
Right.
So the first 45 minutes of it is not even talking about wrestling. It's talking about pop culture from that period. Mm-hmm. So from like 2002, we're talking about music videos or like fashion or something along those lines. So we talking about that. And then the other half is like, all right, we wrapping up with the wrestling and all this other stuff like that. So we kind of just like take it however. I think we can't even doing as much episodes as we've done, at least of the A show as well, is like we wouldn't be able to even do it if we didn't enjoy it to an extent.
That's right.
Yeah. It's second nature. It's second nature. I think I've just took my first week off like a month ago. Like I like 200 something weeks straight. I always love the joke that the A show has been like the longest relationship I've ever been in, and it's the truth. Like I've been in that relationship longer than I've been in with the person I'm about to get married to.
You're about to say the man that's also about to get married soon. That's crazy.
Sounds terrible. She probably wouldn't like to hear that, but I've been dedicated to it, and the thing is like I never get tired of it because I love talking to Meelz. You know what I mean? Like I think the whole key of this came from. That's right. The whole story this came from me telling Meelz, you got enough room to do this, nigga. You ain't Diddy.
I said no, I didn't. I hate that shit.
I said, you got room for this. You got room, bro.
That's
so
right.
like, and from there it was just like, you know, I hold him up, he holds me up. You know what I mean? And we kind of go at it, and you know, from there we built RNC. Like it started as the A show, and then RNC built from that, and then it built to something crazy where we have RSBN and we have stuff like I do Overly Medicated for the Euphoria thing, and now I do the Black Print with Josh Pease, and that's blowing up crazy. We got an Amazon deal. So it's like I've been podcasting for so long that to me it's just like, all right, I'm just gonna go pop in and go talk my shit, and then after I leave the mic, I'm back playing PS5 or building model kits or something like that. That's my life.
That's what I need.
I love it.
Damn. See, and y'all been on the Patreon specifically for how long?
A year.
Yeah, a year. The shit was wild. I didn't want to do it initially.
Long enough that they smiling whenever
big smiles, right?
Look at this shit. You know,
big
no, they're not tired,
because I didn't want to do it initially because I didn't feel like I had the time to do the extra content and feel like I couldn't. I didn't want to give people half-ass stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing, because I could literally, again, I've done it before. Just press record.
Right,
hit stop, and then that shit just go up. Me and Matt do that shit every week. It's fun because it's easy there's a lot of good shit that comes out of that. But I'm always on the, you know, if somebody's putting down dollars, I want to make sure they're at least getting stuff, additives, and again, shouts to people saying they fuck with White Noise or fuck with Math getting on the mic and talking about. It was in the comments. I saw it. I mean, because I never expect people to. I didn't expect people to rock with us to the point
that was our fear. That was our fear, and we got that first $5. You know what I'm saying? Then we got that second $5. Then we got that third one, fourth one, fifth one, sixth one, and then we said, you know, let's try and get to 100. And yes, we're gonna do the one chip challenge. We're shooting it this weekend. But we're gonna do that. But it's like it became like you got to take that leap of faith. And I don't care if, you know, somebody has more than we do. Someone has less than we do. It's the fact that you take that chance, you take and you bank and you bet on yourself. At the end of the day, me and Meelz don't use that money for anything but for our community,
right?
For shows. We got a New Japan subscription for it. We got a Fightful subscription for it. Like just so that we can provide our community with news, so they don't got to go out and spend that. You know what I mean? They can get it right on Discord. They don't got to go out and watch this. Me and Cyrus will watch the craziest shit that y'all ask us to watch.
Sure the fuck will.
And it's right there.
They just asked us to watch motherfucking Street Fighter, the movie from '94, and we watched it and we reviewed it. You know what I mean? That's the type of shit that we do, and you know, because it's like it don't feel like work to me.
Right.
You know, like this part of I got an actual job that is work.
Right.
And I love my job. But when I get off of that shit, it's like, yo, Meelz like, yo, let's go talk about the invasion. Let's talk about the new the year Avril Lavigne came out and how it shut the streets down.
Yo, that shit was fire.
Exactly. You know what I mean? We can do that. You know what I mean? Like me and Meelz just had we and you know, in fact, I've never been with this person before. And that's one of my best friends, bro. So like that is what it is.
Damn.
I love it. Oh gosh.
Matthew, you're
so I was gonna say, we were putting our Patreon money together to send Drip to Pilates class. He went to the strip club in Dallas and wanted a BBL right after.
Wait, were you in Dallas for real, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at it. Yeah.
All of us were. Khal was the only one missing.
Did you go to Ecstasy Cabaret?
I did, sir. I did.
What day did you go? Did I see
I did. No, I saw your man. The armchair auteur. I didn't see you guys. Yeah, I saw Dom.
I was in there.
Because for a good amount of the time, I was with
unless he went for another trip or something.
I was in there.
I was in there.
Yeah, he was in there as well. Dropping a down payment.
I was like 10 dB. I was like,
wow.
He was a trip. I'll just say that much, man.
Can't wait to go back. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Oh, okay. Wait, Chris Brown, you said they was in the booth right behind y'all? Okay.
Nah, I couldn't have been in the booth behind us. The niggas that was in the booth behind us was blowing a stack.
That might have been Justin.
Oh wait, was I in the booth behind y'all?
That's what they were saying.
Oh yeah,
That was Patreon bread. They was touching the Patreon.
That's where they out here live.
They took the Patreon card straight to the ATM.
Y'all were giving back.
I am gonna beat the allegations. Okay, I'm gonna beat the allegations. Those are all bachelor party funds. I'm beating the allegations today. I had a blast. I can't say too much.
That wasn't you.
That wasn't you.
I might have been there.
No, you wasn't.
I did not see him, so he wasn't. So
exactly.
No face, no case.
Shout out XC Cabaret, man. Shout out XC Cabaret, man. Shout out to them, man. For sure.
Shout out to Isabel.
Hey, start the show.
About to say, well, I do want to say before we gonna start the show, but it is it's officially season 3. I don't know if we clap it up. It's season 3. We again, shouts to the A show for coming through. Now, this is not I wanted to have season 3 start when I had the final intro. I think Mimi, you said Meelz was on vacation.
Yep.
So we've got the almost final.
No, it's final.
Is it final?
It is to them.
All right, I'm gonna play this intro, and we're gonna start the show on the other side. Shouts out to anybody who's been rocking season 3. Let's go.
Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to another action-packed part of All-Star Wrestling.
That shit do look kind of crazy. I don't.
That's clean.
It looked like BRP then now forever. You goddamn right. It looked like it's one of them ones. I'm not. Mimi's at like. I'm not. We're not gonna talk about it, but we'll see what happens. But if you fuck with the intro, that's the vibe we on.
That shit said Davis. I'm like, who?
Yeah. Like I said, it's not final. It's not final. We got to figure it out.
Don't know that.
No, they do.
No sell it. No sell it. We Charlotte Flair and this whole shit.
Oh wow. Wow.
Welcome back to the Black Rasslin Podcast.
That's beautiful.
Clearly, God is still working on us. As always, it's your boy Cal, your current reigning and defending 3 times Black Rasslin Podcast predictions champion. Will I be champion at the end of this podcast? Find out the next time on Dragon Ball Z. As you can see, the squad and a couple of special guests are on the line. Mimi, say what's good to the people.
My name is Mimi, and I'm the best. All the DJs want to hear my voice.
Get her out of here.
Did y'all work that out beforehand? Or?
No. Can't you tell?
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Hey man, IlFam790 social media choice, aka Fam UL Jackson, aka the senior love daddy of WFAM, where family always matters.
That's what I'm talking about.
Cal.
Yes, sir. What's going on, man?
Man, them listeners love us out in London.
Do they?
Like with Jason Derulo. They pop shit, then apologize. They still food though. Cal.
Why you do it to him like that?
Cal, am I my brother's keeper?
Sure.
Nigga, you sit back and put your feet up. These rats still running that race. They can't keep up.
Trip.
Davis, aka Drip, the J White Boy of BRP, the sensitive lover boy, the rainmaker of ecstasy.
Oh, get him out of here.
Shout out to the droplets. And after this Sunday, your new time BRP predictions champion.
If you win that title after that shit.
He's not.
Hey, yo, don't ever call yourself the Rainmaker, dog.
Yeah. He had that written down too. You see. Nah. Once again, if you guys didn't tune in for the cold open, we do have the A show. Shouts to the RSC. Meelz. Just I don't know if you guys have prepared intros or you want to shout yourselves out, but let the people know who y'all are.
Take it home, Justin.
What's going on? Welcome. You are now listening to the Kings of Pro Wrestling Podcast. Bigger, better, blacker. And yes, we are awesome. J5 here with Meelz from the A Show. What's up, y'all?
We here.
Jeez, God.
You said bitter. Do you feel like, how do you feel about your space in this black wrestling community? Well, because you say bitter, you could
early.
Well, no, because you said bigger, better, blacker. But it's, I mean, it's, I don't know. Like, does everybody feel like they're in the same place? Are some shows blacker than some other shows? Do you think people would look at y'all as the blackest?
Hey, if we're not the blackest, it's y'all. If we're not the blackest, it's y'all.
Oh,
is there a difference between being the blackest and being the most niggerish?
Yes.
Y'all definitely take that title too. If it's, well, okay, but Kyle, you asked about our place.
We got to counterbalance.
Our place in this, and I don't even want to be like this. You know, my thing is I don't want to be disrespectful to the people that come after or the people that come before. But it's just like how many people have really done it? Like me and Meelz have done it for the past 4.5 years. And I'm not trying to shit on anybody. But at the end of the day, it's like the work that we put in, the people we've had on the show, the amount of episodes that we've had. Yo, we really here. So like I really want to get us on a campaign in 2022 to get us on all of the Black Wrestling Podcast. We can have a conversation and say, hey, we've been around for a while, man. Let us get on. You can get on our show too. Like let's do it. And you guys just so happen to roll out the red carpet for us, and we appreciate that so much because we were big fans of this show. We're big fans of y'all everything that y'all doing. It's love. But it's like when people got mad at like they get mad at like rappers saying, I'm the best rapper alive. I feel like we're the best podcast in the wrestling piece. Period.
Is that why people get mad? Like, why do people get mad? What is? Well, I mean, all right.
You know why? Because why people get mad? Because when we get off of this mic, the wrestling shit don't matter to us no more. We watch it as a show, and we know business, and we know it as characters, and we know it as people on the screen. We're not looking at this shit as like
That's not how we work. We look at things from a much bigger perspective than just the matches in the ring, because there's so much stuff that goes into it, like culture and all this stuff. We have the vantage point that most people do not have when they're looking at this stuff.
Yeah, how many people asking Bianca what's on her playlist when she driving to when she doing towns? How many people how many people made put Drew McIntyre jersey in the Raptors and showed it to him? You know what I'm saying? Like, how many people we put Drew jersey in the Thunderdome Raptors. You know what I'm saying? And he fucked with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many people had 3 WWE champions in a row on the show? The last 3.
Right. No, I feel you.
You know what? Now that you say that, Jay, now that you talking your shit, I'ma not speak on. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna speak ill of anybody till y'all leave.
What Justin said is right, because if you don't think you're the best, it's like what they always say about the WWE champion. Like, if you don't want to be the WWE champion, then get the hell out of the business. That should be the ultimate goal, is to be the best, be at the top.
And we work
shit, Rainmaker. Talking shit, Rainmaker.
But is it a politics thing? Is it people? Is it audience thing? Like what makes?
Yeah, people can get their Cody Rhodes on and tell a bunch of lies and shake the hands and kiss their babies and be like,
hey, motherfucker!
Boy.
I just said
we got guests. We got company.
I just said we gonna dial that back.
Well, here's my thing. I think a lot of it comes from, and like, here's the thing. You guys know me. You guys have followed me or seen me for quite some time on Twitter, and that's from my days when I used to write about music, and I was writing music for Complex, and people. I was a lightning rod then, and I'm a lightning rod for wrestling. But at the end of the day, that's really literally who I am every single day. Like, this is literally my thoughts. And when I get off of the shit, it's the same. I get the same thoughts. But it's certain situations where it's like, I say, I don't like this type of thing. I don't like what everybody else is doing. I ain't never like what everybody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? I like the type of shit that I like, and that's cool. If you love AEW, I got AEW fans that's some of my best friends. You know what I'm saying? And they sit in.
Wait. You realize how that sounds, right?
It sounds like I got 4 black friends.
I just don't want to flip that out and have you out here.
You know, it's funny. One of my best friends, my best man, he writes for Heels on Stars, and he watches AEW, and I love Pat. I love him to death. He still goes to PWG shows. I don't fuck with it that much no more. But he still watches that. But at the end of the day, it's like there might have been some situations like what can I say where I say, you know what, man, I gotta Leo Rush, he's kind of a grifter, bro. I don't really believe what the fuck that nigga's saying. And then 6 months later, what happened? Was I wrong?
I think we challenge the way people think about things normally, and I think that's why people are kind of bothered about it, because they feel like they're being threatened by us challenging that the way they think. That
they're not ready for that.
No, they're not.
Ready for the conversation.
I think one of the biggest conversations we had early was the ACH conversation regarding when he left based on the shirt thing. And we kind of took a look at it and we decided to step back. And we had a little bit of an educated, opinion on that as well. But it's about taking a step back and not necessarily just kind of seeing, all right, what's the bigger picture besides the race issue, which is definitely an issue.
Right.
Issue. Yeah. And we asked no offense, but this don't seem strange to y'all. I mean, it's strange, in a completely dark house, yelling at his phone and stuff like that. It don't seem like maybe there's some sort of
something's going on.
Something that's going on with him, and we kind of challenged that, and it became kind of this big thing of you guys are, we've been called coons and all types of extra shit and blah blah blah. And
and on the coon shit, on the side of the coon shit and all this other stuff, talking I'm not down for my people, I done put more money in black males' pockets.
Talk your shit, man.
Then I know what to do with. Almost everybody that comes across my purview, I've tried to help in some way, shape, or form, regardless of how they felt about anything. And you know what? That man up there, khal, has put money in my pocket too.
Facts.
He's put money in my pocket too.
I've edited Justin's features before doing the Black Rasslin Podcast.
we was both in a whole nother world at one point. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we can't, because my thing is this, I think of things from an editorial, from marketing. I've been in marketing for the better part of 7 years at this point. I look at everything. So it's when niggas do releases, I say, damn, that fucking sucks. Terrible. And we have whole episodes about that. But then I say, but this is the direction this company's taken, and I've been laid off before. And I was good, and these people are gonna be good too.
Right.
Let's think about the aspects of, okay, these motherfuckers made $1 billion. Why the fuck did they do this? Let's talk about that. Or I think the biggest conversation, and Mimi was there for that as well. 26 seconds. People mad at us. They was coming into our spaces talking about y'all letting it play out. Y'all gonna feel stupid. Y'all gonna be dumb as fuck come WrestleMania time. And I said, all right, cool. But let me tell you this right here. Why? Who else is being built like this? This is simple math.
They've never wavered. Never
wavered in my life.
Person.
But I feel you.
But here's the thing: we always start with, "Yo, that really sucked,"
right?
And this is why it sucked, and this is why it was terrible, and this is why we get it. But I feel like in Black Wrestling Twitter, they're so histrionic, and by histrionic I mean they can't let things go. There's people still bringing up Booker T losing to Triple H at WrestleMania. That man is a millionaire.
Exactly.
He's not thinking about that no more.
Booker T does not care.
Wait, they bring up Booker T when talking about black shit.
That's
The reason
No.
I think hold on. Real quick though, the reason why they bring up Booker T and him losing to Triple H, I think is because he repeatedly does stuff that is I would say counterproductive to black people. He keep trashing black people. And maybe like fam, you historically have you got to paint the whole picture. So you historically have a picture, a history of being part of the other side of it. So don't come shutting down black people. You know what I mean? When
I wasn't talking about that though. I wasn't talking about that. I was just saying like in terms of just like I always love to say that people it goes MLK dying, slavery, Bianca losing 26 seconds. Like that's literally they put all of those. Like people on Twitter, they put all of those on the same level.
Right.
This is a television show. This is a television show. You know what I'm saying? Like
there was a right to be upset right away because again, we thought it was going to be a lot longer than it was.
It sucked.
It could be right or wrong because she might never get that chance again based on how politics work.
Hold on, drip. But no one wants to talk about the elephant in the room for that conversation as to why it had to happen.
Yeah.
They're not ready.
Why it happened. That's the reason when that happened. Literally, the week that we interviewed Bianca, they told us not to talk about that shit. They told us do not talk about the Sasha Banks shit. They said, but kind of stay away from it. And it was like,
they told us it was gonna happen though. At the end of the day, they told us it was gonna happen. It ain't happen.
It ain't happen. You know what I'm saying? So like at the end of the day, like I get it. I get where everyone got that fear from. But I think as black people and as people who love wrestlers of color, people of color, all of that, we get real scared, and I understand that because historically we've not been good. It's not been good for us. But at the end of the day, we gotta like look at the bigger picture. And I think that when people want to get their takes off and they want to get their engagement off, that's what they look to. So when I say, "Oh, she gonna get that shit back," and people say, "Oh, here you go again. He want to work for it." Listen, let me be clear. None of my homies want to work for WWE at all.
Shouts out to the people that work at WWE. That sounds like hell behind the scenes.
I do not want to work at WWE, but I will look at it the same way that I judge Better Call Saul, or I judge Severance, or say like it's a television show to me.
Or Euphoria.
That's right.
Euphoria. I just so happen to do a podcast about it, but I'm not gonna say, "Oh man, this is just looking like this," or "It's looking like that." It's like, bro, they love to talk about the Booker T thing. I don't want like I told Mimi, I don't want 26 seconds to be the next thing that people are hung up on for 10 years.
Right.
I had to get over that. I had to get over it.
And especially with the Booker T thing, because it's like it definitely happened, but people are kind of like taking that as like it defined his career, but he's like so much more than that. And he's doing so much more after it.
Yeah.
And it's we definitely can't ignore the history, but we have a sense it's like okay, but to move forward and moving forward, and WWE's taking the step to move forward and stuff like that. And we ask for, honestly, is it too much to ask for the same from other companies?
Right.
Most companies have kind of done it. You know what I'm saying? Is it too much to ask for the same? And that's kind of where we go at. I think we challenge a lot of stuff that people are thinking about, and we get the negative reaction for it, and people not necessarily like and want to work for WWE. My goal is to do this thing without ever having to work for WWE.
Right.
Because I see the things that when you're with WWE, the things you're kind of talked about and like closed about. I want to talk about everything.
Right.
I want to talk about AEW. I want to talk about WWE. I want to talk about MLW. I want to talk about AAA. I want to talk about everything.
That's right.
I want the freedom to talk about everything, and I want to do it on a much bigger platform. And having that platform and exposing kind of just wrestling beyond WWE.
Fact.
And so I mean that's never the case, but it's
And to build on that, I would say you probably want to do that on a multi-platform, not a singular platform like WWE, because again, like you said, when I barely did it, I don't think I did any I think I did one podcast when I worked there because they look and scour what you do. And I won't be muffled. Like my Twitter say the same, everything say the same. But I said, you know what? I just won't go on podcasts because you're not going to silence me or muffle me. You just can't do it.
You had to get approval?
No, I did shit on my own. But I was like in the back, I was like, God damn it, walking in the office like this. But still, I didn't care. Like you're not gonna tell me how to speak.
Meelz and I faced that. I think we've said. I think people don't see from our side is that we really put on it, and that's why I had to say what I had to say on Twitter that day, is that like we really put on a really brave face, and a lot of times we don't talk about what goes on behind the scenes. Like there are times where I'm texting me like, yo man, like what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Is what we're doing making a difference? You know what I mean? Like we not getting opportunities, we're not getting on these shits, and I get frustrated, and I literally tell Meelz like, is it because of me? It's like, if it's because of me, then like just say it's because of me. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I will say about Meelz, that's my brother. He never says that we don't get these opportunities because of you. You know what I'm saying? Like he never says that. He's never said that. You know what I mean?
He's looking in the mirror like, what did I say? What did I say that did it?
No. Exactly.
It's not you, it's them.
And like we had run into like WWE, we was on a hot streak, and shout out to Kim, who was the PR person there at that one time that really fucked with us last year. She really was just like, yo, our wrestlers love talking to you guys, so I'm gonna keep bringing them there. And they kept bringing us to the show. So when she left the company, it was like she got me SmackDown tickets, and she was gone the next day.
Damn.
At least you got
That's how it
I didn't even get the chance.
It was crazy, and the thing is like, you know, I appreciate that, and Kim was like a white woman, you know what I'm saying? She didn't have to fuck with us, but she did, you know what I mean? And when Miz got on that episode with us, that's Meelz' favorite wrestler. I said, Meelz, you take over this shit, bro, because you know what, I kept telling you, like I said, lift each other up. We lift each other up. I said, Meelz, this is your shit, bro. If you listen to that shit, if you go back and listen, I don't say nothing. That's all on Meelz the whole episode. I don't say nothing. I say I'm gonna let my mans have this shit, because like at the end of the day, like you gotta let your dog take the big shot, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let your dog take the big shot, and that's the mentality of what we do. So when I see my dogs, like they feeling like, damn, we're not getting on fucking the cheap heats, and shout out to Greg. I know it's not his fault, but like we're not getting those looks. You know what I'm saying? But we've been around, around a minute, you know what I'm saying? And we never even get looked at like that. And I think that's frustrating to me, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not trying to say that and I gotta stop saying that I'm not trying to say that, but it's like, it is frustrating.
Yeah. It is frustrating.
And it is frustrating to us, but it's like, we run into red tape, the Jay Cargill interview, like a good friend of mine, my brother, like my guy Wale hit me up. He said, yo, can we make this happen? Jay wants to, she, you know what I'm saying? She wants to get an interview somewhere. I told him to come to you, and I said, yo, bring her to us. We will make sure that she gets her just due. We sent her the Bianca interview. I said, yo, like, this is how we're gonna do it. Don't worry about it. We're not gonna wall out. You know what I mean? Yeah. It became a lot of red tape. I was in contact with Jade. It was like, yo, I'm gonna do it without them. But then she hits up PR, and then we wait a couple of days. PR gets our links. They say like, yo, send us an email. We send off an email. Then next thing I know, same way probably WWE does it. They scoured everything that we say. And here's the thing, WWE let us on, even though we talk shit about them all the time.
Right.
Let us on there. I done call Miz all types of things, but God on that show. You'll let him on the damn show. But guess who said no to us? The only company that's ever said no to us. Only company, AEW. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Welcome to the party.
But I wonder why.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying.
But hold on, it gets better. So Jay's like, I'm really sorry. That's my bad. Next thing I know, she got a Bleacher Report interview coming out, and then she on another black podcast but they're more partial to that company, so it was okay for them to do it.
Wait.
Drewski hands. Wait. Drewski. I'm Drewski with it. That's what we deal with. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of and that's the type of stuff we deal with. You know what I mean? And that's where it gets kind of like, y'all don't see how we trying to like really make it so that these companies look at our pod, because they don't look at us as anything but just black people and fans.
No, that's the key. I was trying to tell people this last year, last Juneteenth when we was doing BRP 50. My whole thing is, if we're going to be taken seriously, we have to show them that it is a serious thing. We're only as important as we believe we are to be. And if we have, and it's not like you said, you can look in the mirror, call yourself a king 50 times a day. You can know the product you're putting out is quality. At some point, the wagons have to be circled, and everybody has to say, look, this right here needs to be highlighted. This right here needs to be highlighted. And it's not because of anything, but there's a foundation that needs to be built, because again, I'm the old man. At some point, none of us are going to be doing this podcast shit no more. It's going to be about the people that the sons and daughters behind us. You know, so you got to give them something to then step up onto and do better with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, and it when it's situations like that, and you know, I know those guys over there at that show that she went on. They're not too fond of us because we didn't like some type of black wrestler list or some shit. I don't even know what the fuck the fucking issue is, to be honest with you. I don't care. I don't really care what the issue is, but they gotta recognize
shout out to me.
they gotta recognize too the road that we paved makes that happen for them too.
That's right.
Yeah, like that's just the long and short of it at the end of the day, because if it had gone a different way, she's not on that show. She's on our show. Right. If it goes a different way, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, that it's still WWE looking at, you know, and they're a huge company. I get why they don't want to look at people, but they're going on Pat McAfee. They going on they got their own shit on Spotify. That's why a lot of their shit that's why they don't accept a lot of interviews anymore, because they have a platform on Spotify right now. Marketing wise, it makes no sense that you know, Spotify's licensed their IP. It makes no sense for them to go anywhere else. I get that, but it also makes it so that we got to come together more to make these moves happen. Right. At the end of the day, if they're not gonna come on our show, we got to make the show.
Right.
To talk about it. Talk about it.
That's what I'm trying to. That's what I be trying to say. Like, why are y'all so caught up in the fact that I don't fucking like AEW for?
Right.
I'm so caught up in that shit.
Right.
Who cares?
Right.
I don't care. I don't even talk about the show. Yo, look at my. I don't even talk about.
I talk about it. I don't worry about that goddamn show. Me and Meelz talk about that show.
We talk about the show, but nah, he's 100% right, man.
And I'm sorry, Meelz. I'm sorry. You know, I'm stressful week, so I'm venting right now.
So
it's all good.
Wait, no. This is what I have to say. These niggas then came on our show and about to get us canceled.
It's facts, though. I mean, again, my whole thing is just because I've been doing this for a while. I've been
the niggas over there. Nah, don't let them in.
I've been the person. The first movie set I ever went to, the first time I was ever a journalist invited to a set, it was definitely like, who let this person in? Because it was so many people that looked a different way than me. And the problem is, and I want to be so clear. I know that I could write circles around these motherfuckers when it comes to what happened that day and what happens and goes up on the site, but I still got to sit there and eat that shit. So when I come here, when it comes to wrestling and this black podcast, black media shit, like
nothing.
It's like Black Rasslin. This is ours, and this is if anything is as unfiltered as I want it to be, is this shit right here. And the thing. What I'm trying to do, like I said, is just make it so it's easier for that black kid that's watching pro wrestling right now who has something to say. And maybe they can't afford, you know, whatever it is. But once they get their mic, once they get their camera, their phone set up, whatever.
That's right.
I want them to do better than me. I want to be like, damn, who this little 16-year-old motherfucker? Right. Got a million people on the YouTube in a day. Like, I want to feel bad about that, but I want to see that person shine. And for some reason, the community don't want.
They don't.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that like I know what you've been through. You know what I've been through. Like, I feel the same. I feel the same way that you do about this. Like, this is a community that's created a lot from each other, from ourselves. When we are in different spaces, I'm always in spaces where I'm the only me.
Right.
Like, I'm always in spaces where I'm the only me. That you talked about going to a movie set. I remember y'all sent me when you was at Complex. Y'all sent me to go to the Baby Driver junket back in 2017, and I'm in there in a Supreme shirt and
it's a different world.
And it's a bunch of dudes in ties and suits and shit like that. And the one thing that I'll never forget when I was there was Jamie Foxx, who was in that movie. He saw me. He was just like, man, I like your shirt, man. I love the way that you're doing this differently than everybody else. So like, and they warmed up. And that's what black people can do. You know what I'm saying? We can make people
warm up.
Comfortable. You know what I'm saying? We should be
our space.
Exactly. We should be comfortable with each other, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's okay.
I'm sorry, Mimi. The problem is when you're comfortable with yourself and other people's aren't, when they're pretending to be some shit,
right?
You start to make them uncomfortable.
That's
right. And they don't know why.
And that's the reason why they don't want you in that space.
That's right.
But to build, the thing is, that's one thing for, and no disrespect, Drip, but like for the other man, you know, when to see you and be like,
wait, Drip ain't Puerto Rican?
Drip, shouts out. Drip is Black Irish. Shouts out to. I would think Big Mike is on tonight. Shouts out to Big Mike.
I'm not Freddie Prinze Jr. Nah.
Wait, other Zell, did Twitter kill Kevin Samuels, or did something actually happen? It's official.
Yeah, he gone.
Did they say what was the situation?
COVID?
I don't know.
Because somebody texted me earlier talking about they're saying he had passed, and then when I went on Twitter, it was just people arguing about why you should or shouldn't be talking about what Kevin Samuels did on this earth. So it was hard to tell if anything had actually happened.
You're doing too much, brother.
Yeah,
I did not.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good, but yeah, don't go too crazy in that chat, y'all. It was just
what you had said. I had said this, I think, a few months ago. After the 5 years, it's like, look at the foundation again, like Justin had just said. The foundation that's being created with BRP, Black Announce Table, Public Enemies, The A Show, and for years it was white guys talking wrestling, and it got more boring and generic and basic. There was a whole untapped resource in Black wrestling fans, an underserved marketplace, saying like with Hispanic representation, Asian,
right,
and hopefully this is a catalyst that will continue to keep that going forward. Because who wants to keep hearing white guys talk about wrestling? I guess I'm one to talk, but it's not just been white fans in wrestling. I mean, we can all say AEW caters to white people, and they do, which is why Tony Khan is like, here they're all in the same segment, and then gets the hell out.
Yeah.
But what Justin just said was perfect about talking to Jamie Foxx, and like he can have a conversation with Jamie Foxx that probably is more insightful, cooler than anyone else. Like, and that's what people want to see, something that's exciting, engaging, and not just care like, oh, the basic of how does this feel, blah blah blah. It's each person has their own style. Again, I mean,
style, perspective, all that stuff.
Yeah, and you know, again, their own opinions. I can agree with something Meelz says. I cannot agree. It's his opinion. I can see it one way, but at the end of the day, I'm like, yeah, if that's how he sees it, all right. Like he likes the Miz, I'm like, I'm not a Miz guy, but I can see why he likes him.
Yeah. And the thing is, we should be able to like have these conversations, but I think the biggest thing to me that pissed me off about it, and you know, I will get myself put on like these little weird community weirdo fan lists about having the worst Twitter account in wrestling Twitter, but our podcast won't win best podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like our podcast won't win best. Like literally, they leave us out of. There was a I don't know if you guys saw this image a couple of months ago, and Meelz knows what I'm talking about. Where it was every black creator.
Oh, I do. I was on the image. Shouts out to who
y'all was on it.
We wasn't on it.
We wasn't on it.
Y'all wasn't on it. Y'all wasn't on it.
We was on it.
I think we was on it.
We was on it.
You and Khal was on it. Only you and Khal was on it. That was
Sam wasn't on it.
Yeah,
they had the graduation picture and everything, bro.
Had the worst picture.
Them niggas on.
Yeah, that's right. No, it was not a good picture of Finn. Drip wasn't on it though.
They don't listen to this show.
Well, and no disrespect to Drip, but it was a list of black creators.
It was black.
However, under there were other creators and wrestlers under.
It was white people.
Whatever he put on today, he didn't fix it.
Because I saw that big image of a bunch of them. Yeah,
my girlfriend went on there and she was like, "Wait, she didn't see me on it," and I was like, "I don't really care about those things because that doesn't make me. It doesn't make me. It doesn't tell me that I'm with the cool kids. I know I'm a fucking cool kid. I don't need nobody telling me that I'm a cool kid.
Right?
When they did that, you wasn't on the fly yet, right?
Yes,
Mimi was not on the. It was Black History Month.
On it. Corey's not on it.
Yeah.
They're not on it.
There was a lot of people that and I don't like that. I don't like that.
Did we get a trophy?
Twitter circle, none of that.
Yeah,
I don't like
we won the trophy. The nigga held us up like, look.
won a Grammy.
Y'all won the trophy for real.
Look, it's a black person I know. Look.
My point was that we have been podcasting longer than more than 75-80% of the people on that list.
Right.
That's right.
We were not on that. And I don't be clear. I felt slighted. I didn't get when I got offline. I was like, duh. But
whatever.
The moment I was like, damn, like that's fucked up. Like we did this and this and this. Like we talked about this. We reacted to all time. I would literally be recording the A show. I used to work at All Def Digital. Big grift. Biggest grift in the world.
Super grift.
Biggest grift. I would be going. I would work. I would get a shitty little USB mic and go record in like a office like 2 floors up by myself, recording this fucking show, just so that people could feel like, yo, there's somebody that is my color that's talking about this shit. Because the most embarrassing thing is when I used to listen to Post Wrestling. And like I really fuck with John Pollock. I think he's one of the best reporters. I think Wei Ting is a good personality. But I get really kind of cringy and embarrassed when they start talking about black stuff.
Right.
No, facts. Keep going. The facts.
I really get cringe about it, and that's what kind of keeps me. That when I say like I don't know what if we're making a difference, I go back and listen to them. And when Hit Row got called up and they were freestyling stuff like that, and it was just like, like, do they know that what they're wearing is not really cool? Do they know that they're really hard? Like, do they know? Like, do they know? Is this what white people think of us?
OG Johnny 5. Now, see, this is the thing. Now, mind you, when I first started Black Rasslin as a podcast, it was because I figured it's not that hard. I hear shouts to Juan Epstein. I hear Juan Epstein do it. I hear
amazing.
I hear Dave Meltzer and Brian. I listen to their show all the time. All you need the info. I could record myself doing that.
Yep.
When I heard it was when not Street Profits, when Titus O'Neil and Darren Young was a team.
Primetime players.
When the primetime players, thank you, Drew. And I mean Titus is a Q. I'm not like I knew what that was when I listened to the Wrestling Observer Radio and Dave Meltzer's like he was doing some type of barking and I'm listening to it and I'm like, you motherfucker, like you don't know what a Q dog. Now mind you, I'm the type of asshole where I'm going because when I go to wrestling shows, I'll send the report. Here's who won, who lost. Here was go because again. I'm a fan of this shit. Like we just do that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I sent the email. I was like, bruh, he's a Q dog. This is like, here's a link. This is what happened. And then because I listened because I know they do 2 shows a week. He ain't never said shit about that shit ever again.
Not.
But it goes. There's a lot of people who they don't know a lot about different cultures. And in a time where so many different things are brought up on television that can fly, like I imagine some of the kids in the Midwest when the New Day was really on SmackDown and popping, they didn't know what them niggas was talking about
at all.
They was talking to me, but I know there was a section of America who was like, I don't know what the shit is going on right now.
That's why when I be seeing like niggas say like 20, I hate to go back to 26 seconds, but like 26 seconds, it's like I'm seeing white people say it's over for her. And I'm just like, y'all really like saying that shit. Like y'all really love kind of getting us riled up. Because that was part of it too. Of people getting riled up about it was a bunch of white people saying, like, yeah, man, yeah, it's the worst thing ever, right? Yeah, they're using us
baiting
to further an agenda. You know what I'm saying? That they already have about something where it's just like, yo, like look at it in a vacuum. It's not really that big of a deal, y'all. The show went on. After that, you know what I'm saying? Your life went on. They didn't put us back in shackles and they could chill out. You know what I'm saying?
No, wait. Now the question that I had, because me and Math have this conversation a lot because of Drip, but in general, is but it's do you think it's because like, all right, perfect example. You mentioned Euphoria earlier.
Oh boy. Hated that second season.
We're not put all that shit to the side. You know what happened after the show ended? The conversation was 2024 because that's when people were so passionate about the show that's when they realized, based off of how long it takes to make the show and whatever else is going on in their careers, this is the earliest we can get this show.
Yep.
they're just learning about how HBO TV works. The shit I learned when I was watching The Sopranos 20 years ago and understand it.
2 years every time. Westworld, 2 years. Barry, 2 years.
I was going to say, Barry just came back. I'm like, when was the last time Barry was on?
But that's why, do you think part of it is that a lot of these people they're just starting to smell themselves in terms of being Twitter users. They're just starting to kind of understand how the world works in terms of and so they're infusing all these ideas, like, because it's a lot of wrong ideas. I think that's the key to taking a step back and waiting is, you know, that a couple days later when the shit really hits the fan, everything shakes out and you get the real story.
I think in general, the audience is skewed is very much skewed to like a lot of Lapsed fans that really hate watching the product, which I completely get but don't get. But it's also WWE's converging into a different type of content where this is a company that has to put out 52 weeks of television, including streaming content as well. It's a lot of the decisions that they make, and I think me and Meelz kind of, as much as we like have to analyze this shit, we also know that like a lot of the shit that they do, a lot of dumb shit that they do, is in order to make up for the fact that they got to get to a certain point. They got to get to
They have to hurry up.
They got to get to a January. They got to get to an April. That like we understand that. So it's like when people act, that's what one big thing that like we love to say is that y'all act like y'all have never watched this before. Like y'all act like y'all have never ever watched wrestling before. Because if you were to time travel back to '97 with the mindset we have right now about the game, you will fucking hate Austin winning every goddamn month. You would hate Austin. You would have hated Austin losing the first blood match because he had blood. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit.
Every show ended with Austin's music, bro.
Yeah, You might have seen Austin was that he was getting over a lot of people back in.
But the demand for that shit was low at the time because he only had to do that twice a week. These people have to do it multiple times a week. So when you see the dumb shit like wild cards being broken, people, no, it's this other person showed up on the show. Someone losing in 26 seconds. You hate black people. We knew it. We knew you hated black people. It's all this stuff where it's like, if you just watch the damn show and let them do it, let's judge it when it's over. That's where Let It Play Out came from. Let's judge the shit when it's over.
Well, the whole thing. So like 2 weeks ago, I said like, because I knew Austin Theory was going to beat Finn Balor when they announced the match. I knew it Monday to say next week. I'm like, I've watched wrestling for years, and besides knowing shit that happens outside, I'm like, I know how booking works. He's taken L after L after L after L. This guy's gonna be the guy. He's got the Vince. I'm like, I'm just not gonna watch the show because I know what's gonna happen. So and the next day, like, you know what? I see the image. I'm not watching WWE, and I haven't since just because it actually hasn't. It's been accidental. I joked when I said it, but it's like, oh shit, I didn't watch SmackDown last night. I knew it was gonna happen, so I can't be that upset because the foreshadowing was there after the second loss. It was like he took. Finn Balor never got his revenge on that. It was just come on.
And it was a story they were trying to tell. Yeah, it was a story they were trying to tell. I hate the Finn Balor, as Ampavelli calls him. I hate Finn Balor had to be the one that had to. You know, Finn is one of my favorites, but it's also like it's like when you think of it like okay, you could be upset about it, and you could also
come on, fam,
come on, bro, come on, bro. You can think about it. You can think about it in the sense where you could be really upset about it, and you could get like. I think there is a real passion with this stuff, but when you come outside of the bubble, it's like, okay, who's gonna elevate him, and who's in a position to elevate Austin Theory right now? He can be the former Universal, Intercontinental, whatever. It's no skin off Finn's back, other than us being really upset about his, which
is what it is. They just never use this guy correctly in our minds on the main roster.
Exactly.
Go back to NXT and kill it as the Prince. Comes back up to the main roster as a good program with Roman, and it's back to reality after that.
But to be fair, I would say, and I said this on the A show this week, I'm privy to some information that I can say, like, y'all should just pay attention to how he's presented with AJ. Because I feel as though
don't give me off, Justin.
I ask Meelz. I'm never wrong about this type of stuff. I'm just saying, like, I always pay attention to the way he's presented. He's next to AJ, so you already know that he ain't gonna be losing.
He's fucking blushing up there. Relax.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing, because Drip was talking about, because he's been on that I'm not watching WWE shit. But when this hit the timeline, he said, wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I was busy Monday night, so I saw that image. I'm like, wait, did this happen?
But you got to think, right? If there's somebody that is either who's been like a misfit toy, someone who's unhappy, or someone who needs elevation, who do they always put them with? There's two guys on the roster they always put them with. They put him with AJ. No, they put him with AJ, or they put him with Randy Orton.
Right.
What they do with Riddle, right after he had those allegations come out, they say, "Oh, nigga, hold on, get with AJ real quick."
Right with AJ.
And they said, "Oh, nigga, Roman don't want to work with you. Get your ass to Raw. We're gonna put you right with Randy Orton," and that's when his career got on track. Omos career gets on track with AJ. KO at the time when he was kind of not McMahon's favorite, put him with AJ. AJ's a guy that they look very highly to, and I think that with Finn next to AJ, one is a pairing that everybody that they wanted to see happen for fucking years at this point. Two, it's a hot program with a legend in Edge and Damian Priest. All these guys probably love each other. So I would just pay attention to the way Finn is positioned in the next couple of months. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Man, if you look up,
look at him. You
can't wait.
No, it's like,
look,
3 weeks from now, he's gonna be taking us. I'm like, fucking.
He cut his camera off. He about to go put on his Finn Balor halter top.
Oh my god, no! But I said it on our Patreon. I say it here because I love you guys, and like I have a good friend of mine who knew that Finn was kind of unhappy, and that AJ kind of looked at the situation like, yo, he goes up to Vince, and Vince listens to AJ. Like, he goes up to Vince and says, yo, you guys are fucking up. You know what I'm saying? You guys are losing money not fucking with Finn Balor, and Finn's unhappy, and AJ says, put him with me, and I'm gonna show you guys not to fuck with this guy. I'm gonna show you guys that
you just said. So Vince fucks with AJ, and think about
you've been bugging out all night, Justin Thomas.
Think about like 12 years ago, AJ Styles in TNA.
Yeah,
and then Vince McMahon fucking with AJ Styles would have never made sense, but they gave him the shot. He came, and what you were saying, not to bring it back to podcasting, but like they give y'all a shot to keep interviewing their talent. Look at what you guys can do with it.
Yeah.
Instead of like giving it and then taking it away. Come on.
Shouts out the mighty Vin. Patreon.com/Black Rasslin.
Yo, we have was about to go on a tangent. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Just tell him you love him, nigga. Shit.
I'm with you, bro. Let's too sweet me, bro.
I'm saying no. When you relate to like, they're bashing WWE.
Hold on, can we address this comment from Rockhurst? I'm sorry to interrupt. Can I address this comment from Rockhurst? He says, watching the show is why people were concerned about the Bianca thing. Historically, every black person not named Rock has been treated like shit. That's not true. That's like really not true.
Black people not named Rock, are they treated like shit?
Who has
Are they treated like shit, or are they not pushed to the top like he was? Because Kofi, how many times?
You can't say that and say Kofi Mania.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying him as IC champ. Is that still bad that he was like, multi-time IC champ, multi-time US champ?
Nah, but people see the stuff like WrestleMania 35, but then they really kind of take into account the Brock Lesnar thing that happened months afterward and kind of like rank that way above the fact that this man won the world championship at a WrestleMania, one of the most popular WrestleManias of all time.
The middle of the card.
Bro, Malcolm X dying, Kofi losing to Brock, right in the same level. It's on the same level to these people, bro. You can't win. We were in the spaces, and there was literally people saying shit that they said on Twitter out loud with their voices. And I was like, I did not know people talk like this in real life. I didn't know people actually said
that could happen.
You ain't heard our show?
I just don't.
we did record a pretty upset special episode the Saturday after, but
the weeks prior, Matt said, we know what's going to happen. Matt's like, we know what's going to happen.
I was upset.
But let me be clear.
And Matt is like, I can't be that mad because I know what was going to happen when they announced it.
But no, because there was something Justin said earlier about I forget what he said, but it made me think about how I'm an old black wrestling fan, and you mentioned it was something. You mentioned something about there being a fear of a champion losing their title. He had that fear with Kofi. Every pay-per-view, we were on the phone back and forth, and he's sitting there.
But wasn't it good? That fear was good. But you see what they did? You see what they did? They said, we're going to give you a whole 6 months of Kofi doing it. We're going to make you think he's going to have that same run with Brock, and we're going to take it away.
And then let's bring in the supervisor.
One thing But one thing with Brock that Meelz brought up a couple of months ago that I thought was true was that they can't keep doing the LOL Brock wins thing every time where he just kind of shows up and wins. That worked with Kofi just like it worked at Money in the Bank earlier that year because it was like, okay, they can keep doing that surprise, but they did it a little too much in the road to Roman and Brock at Mania. So like the Kofi thing, I saw that like I keep seeing people saying like people getting disrespected. Guys, it's fake. It's not disrespect. Like these guys shit hands after this shit was over, bro. It's only disrespectful to y'all, dog. Like at the end of the day, the story got to advance somehow. These people, they can't hold this.
Somebody got to die over this shit, J5.
You see, but again, that I didn't know I could like Bobby Lashley, and when he became champion, and mind you, because there were a couple of times where I would make comments about, look, Bobby, I don't give a fuck, Bobby, Bobby, you need to, and these motherfuckers be like, look, Khal, you gotta chill, Khal, you gotta
give a good goddamn. But when he won, I felt that shit in my soul.
Wait, because again, I've been doing this for a while. Yeah. I was that 7-year-old kid watching on Saturdays, and it was one black dude, and his finisher was the Ghetto Blaster.
Yeah.
Like to be able to have a black champion every week, but then go to the match at the pay-per-view and be like, yeah, of course he about to sun this motherfucker. And then he goes and he suns that motherfucker. Yeah, I don't give a fuck what is going on. That's my guy.
Things gotta happen. Like, I think we take shit way too personal in wrestling. Just in general. It don't even gotta be with white or black.
Right.
It takes two. People get too like, oh, like I keep saying disrespectful.
People talking about fucking Alexa not coming back. Right. They taking it kind of personally. I'm like, yo, bro, Alexa's good. Like, they just
good. It's fine.
I just got to figure it out.
I just really cannot get that emotionally. Mm-hmm. And maybe that's why people don't put us on these lists because I don't get emotionally affected by this shit.
Them some bitches stabbed Dusty Rhodes in the eye with a spike, nigga. I took that personally. That shit was real, nigga.
Wait, no.
I see Azar Ray. I think it's gonna pop up soon. He says that at the end of the day, it's a business, but the black people, especially black children, say,
let us get there.
There you go.
Black champion means something, but you that, and we got that, and we got it consistently since 35. Right. We see ourselves on TV. We see a black woman on TV every week being herself on TV. We see three black women being themselves as champion. These losses. What about when fucking John Cena showed up at Royal Rumble and beat everybody? Was that like who cares?
Hey Jay, we only used to winning in the NBA, my nigga. That's new for us.
True.
I mean,
it's new.
That's true.
I don't know how to act. The one thing we got to talk about here, though, is perspective, right? Me and Khal specifically are older pro wrestling fans. So, like Khal was saying, we not too much older, nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't chill out. Chill out. You just had a birthday, nigga. Calm down.
Yo, I don't like this show anyway, nigga. I'm out.
I love you, nigga. Calm down.
But the important thing to recognize here, though, is remembering. Because of our triggers are probably different because we're older. Because when we started, you know what I mean, we was happy to see Coco beat Iron Mike Sharp.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and so that history, and that's really what I was talking about with the Booker T and all that through is we lived through all that, and we can't forget it. So it's kind of it's all these things kind of make up our wrestling fandom. So I think it's really tough to let go of. It's tough to let go of being disrespected or feeling disenfranchised as a wrestling fan when they'll give you something, but then even with that Kofi loss, I'm okay with Kofi losing, but Kofi ain't getting no offense in. This is a man who you put in.
I can get invested emotionally when I'm sorry. I'm responding to a comment. I can get invested emotionally when I'm watching it, but like not when I'm not watching the shit. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. I'm not when I'm not watching this shit. That's what I'm saying. When I get off this shit, I'm not.
When it's 11:05, I'm not worried about what happened.
That's not true.
PS5 beat. Come on, bro.
Because we're on this shit all day.
Yeah,
it's hard to turn that motherfucker off.
No. It's hard for them to turn it off.
Yeah. I'm on it all day. I'm just saying like let's remove disrespect from it because it ain't like they saying backstage. All right, nigga, time to lose. They're not saying
That's how some people think it is though. It's like, all right, nigga, you next.
Hold on. So you know when your boss walk in the morning, your supervisor walk in the morning. All right, nigga, it's time to work. That's how I feel when I see Brock Lesnar with a black man across the ring. Like,
oh my god,
not again.
Oh shit! Here we go again. Yeah,
I wanted to
people as champions, but I don't want to like at the. I'm not gonna like fall out, and I think it's just because it's just like, yo, I really do look at this shit as just entertainment. Like I'm not looking at it like, all right, when I get off of this shit, I'm about to go pick it. I'm about to go fucking strike for this shit. There's bigger shit. There's bigger shit in the world to me than this.
And I wanted to web off of the Booker T and Ember thing, because while I don't necessarily agree with Booker T a lot of the time, I understand mentally from where he came from. Mm-hmm. Where he had to play the game. So he's associating that with everything. He's still associating with Sasha, with Big E, with Ember Moon. He's like, yo, you got to play. Essentially, he comes from the era of having to play the game, being one of the only black professional wrestlers during that time. And he says, I have to play the game to do this. And not necessarily I agree with it, but I understand his perspective about why he says the things that he says. I don't agree. I'd rather he says, like, listen, do what you got to do at the end of the day. But realistically, he comes from the time of like he's in the locker room with Macho Man, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, all these other things, and he has to play the game just to stay at a surface, just to like eye above water type of thing.
Level, yeah.
Just to be on that certain level, he has to play the game, and I think that's what he's usually saying with the Ember thing.
Yeah,
I didn't really like Ember's comments, to be honest with you, but. He's talking from that perspective, and I look at his perspective. I'm a person who looks at everybody's perspective when they kind of saying things, and I'm like, okay, I understand why he's saying that. I mean, I'm not gonna dismiss his entire career because of it,
right?
No. But I understand why he's saying the things he says, and I think it's more.
That's what was weird when Sean Sapp put up today a post that said his contract lasted through 2029. Under that comment that he said about Ember, and I was just like, I don't think that you should be the guy saying that.
Right.
That's kind of like what that got to do. Like, listen to like what Meelz said. It's just like he had to work hard to get to that level, just like he had to work hard to get to that contract. Like that's kind of weird for you, white dude, and like Sean. I don't know, but like he said, he put that little picture there, and I was just like, that was a little off to me. I was just like, I ain't really fuck with that. I was just like, bro, like sit this one out. Like we can have this conversation. You shouldn't really jump into this conversation with that type of energy, bro. Especially for Booker T, who's a legend, bro. You know what I mean? Like it was weird.
Wait, actually, Donnie asked, he said that big Samoan nigga done that had that title 600 plus days is a high chance. I mean, of course, a white man's gonna take the title off of.
Statistically, yeah.
I can't get mad when whoever can take the title off of Roman Reigns finally take. But wait, because A-Show, y'all had a tweet the other day. I couldn't think of who would have been my best pick to dethrone Roman Reigns. But did y'all check the tweets to see who people were saying was going to? I know this nigga was in them tweets talking about who was going to dethrone Roman Reigns. But what was the people saying? They saying Brock?
I said Brock.
Yeah, Mimi said Brock.
Nah.
Most of it was Cody. Cody or Drew.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be Cody. They've invested too much right now.
Hey, Cody.
They've invested too much right now.
Has
Roman to let somebody that they already have that is built to win from So whoever they take it off of them with is gonna be something they use as a device to push whoever that is to the moon.
He said that. He said that on the Complex podcast a minute ago when they talked to him. He said right now the job is to have me on top of the mountain and stay on top of the mountain. When someone is ready to knock me off the top of the mountain,
and that's Cody.
Why? Hey, They gave that nigga a bus.
That's the question. That's the question I've been having since WrestleMania weekend. Is what's up with Cody? I asked Sepa BB. I asked that guy because the WWE has done a good job of building Roman. Building Roman. They've not done a good job of building a lot of baby faces that are going to take Roman out. Cody got the momentum. Like, he's got more momentum than a lot. Like, it's him and Seth Rollins, and they ain't doing it with Seth Rollins. Who else has got the momentum to really knock Roman off like that?
It's two guys. One of the guys he's in it with right now, which is Drew. The way they built, I saw the moment that Drew kicked out in Dallas in the fucking stadium when he kicked out the end of days. That shit erupted.
Yes, he's the only one that's ever done it.
Yeah, they're starting it. I said they starting it right now with him, and Cody's the other guy on Raw that they starting it with, or they've already started it with.
I don't want to.
You don't want to. But my thing is this, and I was telling on Discord this. Why don't y'all y'all don't see that like as far as push, they have nothing else. This is the only guy he hasn't beat yet. Yeah. He's someone from the outside, and if you want to really stick it to them niggas over in Jacksonville, when you say, "Oh yeah, we took your nigga,"
you know what? I wouldn't even be mad at it too, just for that.
You misunderstand me.
That's like some shit Mimi would do. I took your nigga.
I took your nigga. Now what? I took your nigga. Now what? No, I'm pro Cody just because I'm down.
It's different. Khal, the presentation is just different with him right now.
Mania. No, we talked about it. Was it in the Discord? I was talking to some. It was the morning after. It was that Sunday after night one. I was in the A Show Discord, and it hit different. The entrance just felt different.
I said this. Was everybody that went to WrestleMania that night? Was everyone in the same like? This was me. I said, y'all niggas really excited about motherfucking Cody Rhodes.
And then that shit hit.
And then I was like,
I was like, what?
And I was like, yeah.
That song hit in Dolby Atmos 2.0, bro. I said, yo, the whole bro.
Yo, I felt that shit in my soul. I was like, that man is home. That man is home. He deserves to be there.
I said, yo.
Yes.
I had to tell Cyrus, Cyrus does our show, The War Report. They've had to watch this nigga on AEW for a year, 2 years already.
Retire, bitch.
They're already tired of him. So for him and Quan to see us actually like him, they're like, have y'all not been watching? And we'd be like, yeah, but it's different though.
It's the same shit. It's just not in Jacksonville. It's the same shit.
It's different. He got the same name. The
funny part is
it's the same everything.
Yeah, both things can be true. I think it is the same thing he did in Jacksonville, and it just fits better over here.
In the company everyone likes. Yeah, of course they're going to be like, you know what?
Not everybody likes this company. It is the presentation.
Which of the two do you like more, Justin? Which of the two?
Hey, Drip.
I like. Well, obviously, it's an institution. I watch this shit. You
ain't gotta explain it. Just say it, baby. You can say it's okay.
Of course, I like it better. But if AEW gave me Kenny Omega and they fucking had Swerve in that position and they were giving Swerve that position, I would be watching that show a lot fucking more. If they had Daniel Bryan doing the shit that I like and not in some fucking tag team, I'd be watching that show a lot fucking more. I'm just saying it. My interest in AEW wanes depending on who was on top at the time. When Kenny was on top, I was watching it. When he left, I said,
that stuff was good.
I'm out. I
thought it was trash.
I didn't like the promos.
Yeah, they've only
promos was ass.
Watch the matches.
The matches were better than the promos.
Hey, Drip, just a quick question. Is Adam Cole the same Adam Cole on AEW?
That's good.
Good question.
We'll discuss that math on this week's White Noise.
That's the perfect comparison because Adam Cole comes out he couldn't take his music. He comes out the same way. He does the same shit, same matches, same moves. Not the same because he was
because it's the company you don't like.
No.
He went from a big room to a small room, and he looked small. Cody went from a small
guy in the big
to a big room, bro, and he just looks better in the big room. That's all it is. He looks better in the big room. The promo hits a little different in the big room. I didn't see
the entrance.
Oh, it's hitting the roof in AEW. The promo hits the roof in WWE, my man.
Cody has not had a chance to be as goofy as he was in AEW yet, too. Because we ain't got that, you know what I mean? Them goofy, you know what I mean?
But he was.
My wife will.
We ain't got this nigga yet. You know what I'm saying? So be careful. Cody has been great so far.
You're not gonna get that.
He's not in control of his own stuff.
Yeah, there's somebody back there that's telling him no, and that's
that's whack. No, you're not gonna do that. That's whack.
Hold on, talk about no 60-minute matches, no bullshit ass hardcore matches no more. He's still doing the same shit. He's still doing the exact same.
Cleared that tattoo.
Yeah, they would have not cleared that tattoo if Cody was there for sure.
Jesus.
Yeah, nah, it's
shit sitting on his neck like these. You like my tat? Hey, I just got this. Like, you like this?
Drip, you can't deny it. You can't deny that he's a little more out of shape. He's a little like the promos are hit up because the level of competition also in AEW is just not there. You can admit that.
Oh no, I don't want to spoil what this week's final will be, but there is something that happened when he came on. Like, is this guy all right? Is he like again? Is he sick or something? Like he has the weird, like he has like the weird tan. He's in shape 1 week, and 2 weeks later
it's called grinditis. It's called grinditis.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
That's right.
It's grinditis.
The dude who got carried out WrestleMania by Seth Rollins, that's not running from the grind, right?
What you mean? His contract was up. His contract was up.
Drip.
He went from an EVP to a fucking shift worker. Come on.
He wasn't real, son.
Right. He fucked no. I said it. That was my first tweet. I said this. They really made this nigga go from a corporate job to an employee. I said, y'all hell.
And what did he say on MSTV? As someone who has, he said, I'm not ready. You know, maybe I was too young to be in that position. Hey. MSTV. As someone who has experience with.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, drip, stop moving the whole football field, nigga.
He's here. Let me pick this up. One set. Bring this one over here. We got this.
I don't think Adam Cole's the same guy because I don't think Tony Khan knows how to use anyone.
Oh, it's Tony Khan's fault.
Tony Khan is in the wrong position.
This is Tony Khan's fault, huh?
This is not. It's all Tony Khan's fault, honestly.
No,
and everybody else around him.
Adam Cole being Adam Cole is Tony Khan's fault.
If Adam Cole shows up and wins the title first, we don't have probably any of this going on right now.
Well, you know what the big issue was?
That guy if he showed up and won.
You know what the big issue was? You know what the big issue was that they said, "Hey, we got Adam Cole, nigga." Then he came out and they said, "But hold on, nigga, we got Bryan Danielson too."
Exactly. So that killed it right then and there because he was like,
we talked about
mindset
that
is to overload like he's fucking Michael Bay.
We talked about that exactly after it happened. We was like, wait, why did they? Again, we asked ourselves, why did they do that? And when we say that Adam Cole ran from the grind, or we say that it just isn't presented the same, where it brought it, oh, he's in, and then they put him in the world championship thing. It's like, see, and I was like, come on, they didn't even have him win. The thing about it, AEW is my big critique about it is that it's a bad TV show.
Yeah.
So bad.
I don't even want to watch it for 2 hours.
So bad.
Yeah. After the first hour, it's definitely kind of like, what?
It's still good wrestling.
No, we were talking about this last night. It's like
good wrestling.
They
bad
have
TV
the wrestlers show. I like is why I like it. But as a TV product, it's lesser than like you watched last night. It's like, what are they doing? Like
last night was wild, segment. And the viewers voted with their eyeballs last night. Let's just say that much because lowest ratings since last year.
Why you were saying why would you bring Adam Cole in there with Daniel Bryan, right? Or Brian Bryanson, whatever the fuck his name is. You bring them in there at the same time.
Yeah.
Because Adam Cole let niggas tell him he was better than what he is. That's what happened. So when you put him next to somebody that is that dude,
that's a fact, pure.
And we can see it, you see it.
Right.
Yeah. Because that's a good point, because nobody in their right mind, if they knew how important they needed to be presented, would have ever agreed to say, I'm going to come out first and then let Bryan Danielson run me out the ring and we standing on the ramp and he in the ring at the end of the show.
That's right.
No one in their right mind. Vince would have been like, why the fuck would I do that?
Right.
Right. Never do that. But I will say this, All Out, one of the best pay-per-views of the generation because of that moment. But that moment might have sealed their fate because everything after has not hit the same.
No.
Everything does not hit the same as that moment. That's the best moment in AEW history. They had that week. The Punk came back. Then that pay-per-view. That was the best month. Niggas were saying, "Yo, it's over for WWE. It's over for them niggas." And at the end of the day, WWE did not make it easy on themselves by having, like, obviously, like, we know that Sasha didn't show up, but pulling out Audible and like that, they did not make it easy for themselves pulling out Audible for Bianca. They gave themselves 6 months of bad luck that they had to make up for. And tried to and failed a lot of times to make up for it. I'm not going to say it was perfect the whole time. It definitely was not. It was tough watching the TV.
Right.
But AEW had the hot hand after August because of that.
They did, yeah.
But when you think about Adam Cole coming out, he's here. He probably did it. Brian Danielson come out and said, "Oh, wait a minute, it's that nigga." It's like
because, like I said, Tony Khan looks like he's Charlie from Always Sunny. He's like, "Look what's happening over here, 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 and here." It's everything has to like be at one time. That's why, like, wasn't Jay White and Keith Lee the same night? Wasn't Jay White surprised? And then that's not the real surprise. This is what are we supposed to care about then if you burn everything in 20 minutes?
They got one more Joker, right? That they just showed off last night. I did see that, right?
That's Cesaro.
And is they gonna go up for it?
It's not Big Cass?
Nah, that was last night. That was last night. Oh, you saw it last night. You fucking with me.
That's not the Joker. That's how they won, right?
Big Cass, that car with the writing on it.
Come on, nigga, Big Cass. This is what the fuck I'm supposed to be watching on your and niggas and people's hype for that shit. Enzo's trending because this nigga get the.
Is that a pair of ears?
Hey, shout out to Buddy for getting his life together, man.
I thought that was
in a bad place. What?
He was in a bad place.
Shout out to Buddy for getting his life together.
I thought it was Edge, yo.
It looked.
Nah, Edge don't look like that no more, nigga.
It's like this. I mean, maybe. No.
Edge had when he becomes giant, man. Yeah.
Edge, nigga, that's corner.
Because that's edging. That's edging.
Edging is crazy. Shut up, man. Shut up. Shut up.
Let's get him out of here.
Justin, I don't know if you agree. So I say like Cesaro should have been the guy that showed up when the lights turned black and it was not him seeing that didn't warrant that kind of debut because literally no one knew who this was. But if it's Cesaro, that's a bigger deal, because that makes sense to debut someone like that.
How many times can they run to the well with that?
The whole thing is a surprise debut or running,
with a roster of over 140 people. There's so many people that they can't even get them all in the video game right now. There's so many people. Right. What does Cesaro add into that exactly?
That'll be an ROH hire more than AEW.
Yeah, that which 40-year-old.
So like what's happening? That's again like. That's happening in the future. It's like
we still don't know why he bought that shit.
If I'm MJF, and my contract is up for renegotiation in a couple months, and I'm seeing you bought a whole company, you paying this nigga now for some more Joe old ass. We saw what happened to him before
he not even been a champion.
We saw it, and you made him a champion, and I'm out. I'm gonna take my chances.
You bugging out? They gonna break the bank for that nigga.
They
give that little guy all the bread.
Bro, I say this all the time. The way the AEW is currently constructed for the next 5 years, they cannot put anybody else on top. No. So if you think that a Keith Lee or a Swerve is gonna break through, it would only happen if a freak accident happened and Florida white niggas got injured and they had to call somebody up from AEW Dark. Because they pay too much money to these people for anyone to outdo them right now.
God bless.
Y'all just got like people just gotta think about how much.
Peace to Allah. Peace to Allah. Jesus.
4 niggas gotta get hurt. Peace to Allah.
But it might not even be then because Jungle Boy will still be ahead, and then it will be ahead. It's a bunch of people that like they said, well, Keith Lee's a surefire world champion. I said, not in this company. No. Not right now.
I'm a big fan of Andrade. Malachi Black. Look at them.
Is there something wrong with Keith Lee? What's wrong with Keith Lee?
Let's talk
about it.
They called me crazy. They called me a weirdo. They called me insane when I said he might not be that guy.
He's not that guy.
What will they say now?
Wait. Why is he not that guy? Why is he not that guy? What's up with Keith?
Here's my thing with Keith is that you started to kind of see the weirdness when he made that 5-minute, 12-minute video about his heart condition after teasing it for 60 months. And then after that, you started seeing like, and the way Color Report to me was the most kind of
where there's smoke, there's fire. Where
there's smoke, there's fire. Because remember when they said that they released a lot of the people remember he was released in the group that Nia Jax was released in. Remember, and they said a lot of them had gotten released because of the COVID thing.
Carrying Cross,
they wouldn't get vaccinated.
Word.
And I said, damn. So if we count boop 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 boop, there was 2 more names missing there. You want to guess who the names were? Mia Yim and Keith Lee.
They had rumors about catching the COVID and being out for a bit,
but not catching it. So again, you hear about his health problems, you hear about all this other stuff, and it becomes an issue of okay, so he had attitude problems. He was hard to work with. Some other people heard that same thing.
A lot of niggas end up not hard to work with.
What you mean?
That be the word on black people a lot of times going out of that company is they were hard to work with. They were problems. They saying the same thing about Top Dollar.
FTR was hard to work with. FTR was hard to work with too.
But they're not saying that. That's what I'm saying.
They white.
Niggas is going out.
No, they said Shawn Michaels was an asshole to them, so that's like they had. Who
else did they say was hard to work with other than Keith lately?
Recently, Top Dollar.
Leo Rush?
Oh,
Rush.
Top Dollar was hard.
How do we know? How do we know?
Swerve said so.
In that the thing today?
The thing today, he says he said the reason why they were let go was because of a lot of things that he did. One, it was calling and trying to figure out what happened with B's flight, which is something that he's not in control of and possibly something they didn't want him to get involved in.
Right.
Why isn't she on the flight?
Meeting, though. They talked about that meeting where they said, yo, you wasn't supposed to do that. And then they went to something else like it was positive. So the headline looked like Swerve said, oh, Keith Lee, blah, 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 blah. But specifically, only that you know how these articles go. The headline say something completely different from what the actual story does. And it said it didn't go into a big thing where like Keith, Top Dollar was legitimately going into like or getting in big trouble backstage because niggas ain't rock with him. That's what the headline said to us though.
And then the freestyle about the Jinder Mahal thing,
the curry beef thing.
The curry beef thing, which Justin and I was like, you supposed to be saying that? Are you supposed to be writing stuff like that? And you need to, and stuff like that. They said that, you need to get cleared before you start doing all that stuff, and all this stuff kind of built up.
Right, and the thing is I just don't feel like a calling about a flight and doing a freestyle leads to he's known as a problem backstage.
So here's what I'm gonna say with that. B-Fab is her own person. Okay. Top Dollar is his own person. They don't care that they're together. They don't care that they're on the same flight or not. You need to be where you need to be.
Absolutely.
So once you start doing all of that, you become a problem, period.
It sounds like,
and they're not going to say anything to you. They're not going to say anything to you. You're just going to be gone.
They can't. They said you need to be a complete adult before you get over here.
Right. That's it. Why was he worried about her flights?
That's a conversation you have when you get there, and you ask. You can be like, "Oh, I realized she wasn't there. What's up? I mean, I thought we were doing this thing." That's a conversation you had there.
Or you don't have that conversation at all.
But wait, they don't have
where you need to get.
But they don't have a person like a producer or a handler that can help them.
They do. So what? And then another thing is those handlers and those people that are, if they're frustrated, like flights are getting canceled or, anything that's happening during COVID, you're missing your flights constantly. And then you adding on this, they're telling on you.
Yeah, it's one thing when you got 6 people and a bunch of flights canceled. It's another thing when you got another situation, I guess. I don't know.
But to the Keith Lee thing, I honestly I don't hear a lot of the people who got released was that, but I'm just saying this is part and parcel of a lot of different things. The hard to work with thing is not the health stuff. It's not all of the other stuff that went on. The weird stuff with the medical stuff that he was talking about. And then WWE said, listen, if he wants to talk about this, we can talk about this medical thing, because like it's clear that we know that they pay for everybody's medical, all of that stuff that happened. And then he gets over there, he immediately starts gaining weight. He immediately looks gassed in every single fucking match that he's in. He doesn't look. He looks bad. He looks real bad. Like he doesn't look as explosive. He doesn't look as athletic as he did.
Like look at his WWE debut and like look at now. It's like
he ain't got no mustache.
And the thing is with his run, it got maligned a lot because of that heart issue that left him out for like 6 to 9 months. I think it's really unfair. That release to me, that and the Aleister Black one was the most like what the fuck to me.
Yes.
But with the Keith Lee, the stuff that came out after, I was just like, I'm not gonna put that at the forefront of why that was fucked up. But then when you see him, how he looks here, it's just like, oh yeah, this is definitely where there's smoke, there's fire. And I don't normally say, okay, I'm gonna listen to Wade Keller on this one. Because if that was the case, I would be listening to a lot of the bullshit he says. Right. But it lines up with shit that I know from people who I know that worked at the company personally, and it lined up with what he was saying. And I know those two people. I know these two. When a story's told by 3 different people that don't know each other, have no reason to lie, that's the smoke right there. And then you see AEW, it's like, damn, it's just really not the same.
It's not.
And I worry, and the thing is, I fuck with Keith Lee. I used to watch him. I would go to Reseda and watch him in PWG. I fucking love. I saw Walter versus Keith Lee there. I saw a lot of fucking matches with him there in Reseda. I fuck with Keith Lee, whereas a lot of people really don't. But when I see him now, it's just like, this is not the same guy, and he might not be that guy, bro.
Look at him in the Survivor Series match 2019. Like he looks like the next guy for them. Like a year later in the Survivor Series match, I think it's him and AJ is the final 2 for Team Raw, right? It's like, they changed up the look because Vince McMahon has you have to look this way if you look that way. They gave him the new music, and then he has the issue, like you said, and then like his release again was the most shocking of it all. Like, wasn't this guy? And he had the kind of spot in the Rumble with Brock. Like, weren't we all kind of like unanimously behind like this guy being
the next guy? Yeah,
the next guy. Like,
hell yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
like just said, like him in PWG, him in Evolve, like he was this guy on the Indies.
Yeah. And then that report comes on the New Yorker. They name the people that were let go because of vaccination. Don't let Nia Jax be your ass. Don't let your ass. Everybody who went to Saudi Arabia got vaccinated because they had to go to that shit. They had to do that shit. Just to
get on the plane.
On the plane. Let's be clear that it is a requirement, because at the time it's probably not required no more. It was a requirement at the time. Oh, and his name is the only one that's left hanging. Come on, man. Like, just put 2 and 2 together here. Like, something's up. I'm shooting my man some bail. Like, he might be going through some shit right now. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the hard to work with shit, that's part and parcel with that. That's just part of what it is. I'm not trying to get into the hard to work with shit, workplace, employment, because I done been through my fair share of that shit. I'm not getting into that shit with no wrestling shit. Like, come on. But at the end of the day, like, you look at the way that some people are presented on that show, and people like Keith Lee are presented like, people keep saying he's a game changer, and it's like they know that someone in that company has to know that it's something's not right with his wheels are not turning right now. You know what I mean? So
they wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for a reason.
Yeah, they wouldn't be.
Damn, we could do this all night. I don't want to say y'all gotta go home, but Show gotta get the hell up out of here. Only because we got y'all show already aired. Again, we retweeted on the Twitter. Go Show RSC. Their show aired the other day. We about to talk WrestleMania Backlash predictions, and I know y'all don't need to do that shit again. I appreciate, like, for real.
Yes.
I appreciate y'all coming through, but more importantly, and you can see, run back to chat, I appreciate cats who can, like, think and can say, hey, let me take a step back and kind of try and understand like that, because that's how I think, and I appreciate seeing people who can do that in the same space. And hopefully y'all in the chat, if y'all not following these brothers, if y'all not following A Show, before y'all get out of here, before I kick y'all the fuck out of here, Justin, where can people find the A Show? Where can people find you and Meelz? Get the people the rundown of where they can find you.
You can find Meelz at Meelz TV. That's MEELZ TV. I almost said your name wrong, brother. You can find us at the A Show RNC. That is at the A Show RNC. So much cool stuff that goes out. You can also follow us just for shows that we have up there, such as the War Report that comes out every Friday. We review, or not we review, but Cyrus and our homeboy Quan reviews AEW Dynamite, Rampage, and also NXT 2.0. We also have a fantastic Patreon where we put up certain shows like Spot Callers, where me and Cyrus watch crazy shit like Street Fighter, the movie from '94 with Jean-Claude Van Damme, and we watch like Japanese deathmatch stuff that I hate to watch, but he makes me watch it anyway. Or you get like Invasion Report with Meelz, where he's just like some of the, honestly, Invasion Report, one of the greatest podcasts I've ever heard in my life. And then he has the X8 Diaries, which continues that trend. And we also have a show called Legendary Run on the Patreon, where me and Cyrus go through a legendary year in someone's career. We had season 1 with Kenny Omega. Season 2 was with the Animal Batista, his 2005 rise to glory. There's all types of stuff on there. So we love giving you guys content. Very, very soon, we're going to eat the fucking hot chip, and me and Meelz are going to die. So that video is going to be out real soon. And yeah.
Get on the A Show Patreon. Get on the A Show Patreon.
Yes,
y'all need me on the Japanese deathmatch show for real.
Let's go. Hey, we'll call you.
Please do.
Oh, yeah.
He got the Pockies ready. All right,
Meelz. I ain't doing that for Patreon.
Meelz, Justin, thank y'all for coming through.
Thank you.
We about to get into this backlash shit, but yeah, we gonna have to continue this because the community needs a foundation.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Of course.
Thank y'all.
All right.
I'm kicking y'all the fuck out. All right. Shouts to everybody who has been rocking with.
Tony Brown has been wilding tonight.
Tony Brown has been wilding. Rock has been wilding. Everybody, I appreciate the discourse again. Season 3, I like doing different. I want to step into some of these zones, but right now it is a time for WrestleMania Backlash. Where is this show taking place? Do we know, Drip?
Providence, Rhode Island, in the Dunkin' Donuts Center.
Is there a lot of pro wrestling at the Dunkin' Donuts Center?
Midnight Blend.
I don't know nothing about none of that stuff. Let me load these damn images. Are we hyped for this pay-per-view?
Yeah.
No.
WWE.
I'm hyped to take that belt off of you.
You losing.
Who?
Both
We'll
of y'all.
see. We'll see.
Who?
We'll
Because
see.
if it's y'all that I got to worry about,
then
I
I was right behind you.
Shit. Yeah, and then that coin flipping what happened?
Coin champion.
Nah, I'm just the greatest.
Coin champion.
Black Kings. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me.
Run this shit off.
Yeah,
Right.
what's the first match we're going into? Should I add some music? Should I add some music to this?
No.
Throw the music away.
No, I'm sorry.
Shout out to the chaos.
The producer said no. I'm not going to. What's the first match, Trip? Trip. What's the
Start
first?
off with Happy Corbin versus Madcap Moss.
Oh,
Christ.
Jesus.
Christ.
We all lost.
I'm gonna go with Madcap Moss.
We all losing, nigga.
That's my pick is Madcap Moss.
I'm gonna go with Happy Corbin.
Backlash is Sunday, May 8th.
Yeah,
I'm going with ass cap Corbin.
I'm going Corbin.
Did you vote, Mimi?
I'm gonna go. Damn it! Can I pass and think about it?
No.
Yeah, you could pass and lose your chance to get the title.
Yeah. Wait, so Matthew said Corbin?
Yeah.
All right. So right now, Cal's the only Moss.
Nice.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna go with Cal. I'm gonna go with Moss.
There you go. Yeah.
Yep. 2 losers.
That's fine.
All right. Next up, we got the almighty Bobby Lashley versus Omos.
Omos.
Almost.
I am as well. Omos.
I'm gonna go Omos.
Oh wow.
All right.
I don't want to go
Next up,
Omos. I'm gonna go Omos.
We got another WrestleMania rematch. AJ Styles versus Edge. Damian Priest is barred from ringside.
He's barred from ringside.
Edge.
Ooh. I'm gonna go AJ.
I'm gonna go AJ.
I'm going with ass jacks.
Who you got, Drip?
I'm gonna go with AJ. Wait, so Cal, you said Edge?
No, I said AJ. Fam said Edge.
Okay, Fam said Edge. And Mimi, you said
AJ.
I think we all said AJ.
Yo, he don't look like the Grinch right there.
The Grinch.
So Fam is the only one that has Edge. All right,
This
next
is the
up,
Grinch right here. I'm sorry.
we got the Bloodline versus Drew McIntyre and RK Bro.
Come on, man.
I'm going to Bloodline.
This for the tag titles?
No.
No, this
Nothing.
is just a 6-man tag.
It's for
This is
nothing.
a throwaway. This is a throwaway.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I'll be picking Drew McIntyre and RK Bro.
Yeah, I'm going with RK Bro.
I'm going with the Bloodline. I can't disrespect the Tribal Chief.
Same.
So Fam's the only one. We got 2 for Bloodline, 2 for Drew and RK Bro.
I'm gonna go the Bloodline.
Word.
That's the last match?
No, there's another match, isn't there?
We got
There's
Cody
two more
Rhodes versus Seth Rollins.
Oh shit! This is the
I'm
one.
going with Seth Rollins.
Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, it's too early for Cody to lose. Cody.
Yeah, I think I'm going Cody. You got me.
Wait, Matthew said Cody or Seth?
Yeah.
Everybody said Cody so far.
Yeah,
Except me.
I'm gonna go with Cody.
I said Seth Rollins, yeah.
That's it?
There's one more match.
And we have Charlotte Flair defending the SmackDown Women's Championship against Ronda Rousey in an I Quit match.
Damn, Charlotte, you look good right there.
Yeah, that Photoshop is crazy, huh? That shop, that is no way that's real. They did something to that photo.
Yeah, they did way too much on her chin.
She's made by Pixar right there.
It's no disrespect. That's whoever went in the edited software. Y'all did a lot.
They took Ric Flair all the way out.
They took the Flair out. This is Charlotte.
Yeah, that's just Charlotte. No Riley.
Yeah.
This is an I Quit match.
Yeah, Ronda wins.
It is.
Charlotte wins.
Charlotte, I've got to go with the Queen.
It's an I Quit match.
Exactly. Ain't no good goddamn way y'all gonna tell me.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no
Charlotte
good goddamn way.
Yeah,
I'm going with Charlotte.
I'm going Charlotte. Because I also don't know. I'm assuming we're not seeing Ronda for a bit.
Yeah. And we're okay with that.
I've not paid attention.
I'm going to go with Ronda Rousey.
Good job, Drip. I like that. I do. I appreciate it.
Do you?
And who'd you say?
Keep hugging it.
Fam. Who'd you have?
I think he said Charlotte.
No, Ronda.
Ronda. He said Ronda.
Yeah.
Right. Don't get me lying. This is my title.
Those are all the matches as of right now.
As of right now.
Yeah, as of right. They'll probably announce one tomorrow or day of, like they usually do.
So what are we? If they announce a match on SmackDown or sometime before Sunday,
you have before the pay-per-view starts
to make your
prediction in. Yes.
So who's gonna kick it off?
Who you said who's going to kick off what? The pay-per-view, the match?
No, who's kicking off? Okay, if that one match comes in, who says okay? What is it?
We're
I'm not watching live.
No, yeah, we'll probably have a conversation Friday night, Saturday morning, or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying it'll be off air, but I'm saying like Matthew can't do the. I'm gonna pick Brock Lesnar right before the match starts.
That's right, Azelle.
It was like 6 months ago.
Mav said stop talking about
People don't forget.
No, everybody forgot but you.
Shouts out to the Black and Out Sable. This crispy champion hoodie came through in today.
Nice.
I don't know what I do with my stickers, but support. This is actually this is a hard hoodie. I'm not gonna cap to you. By Math crying. I think we're gonna have to get the fuck out of here. Mimi, like we always do at this time. You got a Black Rass of the week? Are you the Black Rass of the week?
Same wrestler every week, nigga.
You know what? I'm gonna switch it up this week.
She can't say who she usually says because I don't think she was on TV this week, was she?
I'm gonna give it to Naomi. She's
Word
for the team. She's been looking so good on TV. I think her craft has just gotten so much better, so much tighter, and I'm so proud of her. So my Black Rasslin of the week is Naomi.
I like seeing her and Sasha in those matches. They actually move like a tag team.
They do, but I feel like she's taking more of the hits.
Facts. It's one of those things where maybe she's on that grind, and who knows where she's gonna go. Yeah,
that's right.
Who you got, fam?
I'm gonna go with this week. I'm gonna go with Billy Dixon. Billy Dixon announced that he may be having his last match in a while, maybe for good. So yeah, shout out to Billy Dixon. In general, man, dope career. Like I told him, like I posted online when he announced it, man. We seen Buddy get in the car with all kinds of bandages on him. You know what I'm saying? And smiling. Nigga was bandaged from head to toe like a whole mummy, and he was in the car smiling. So shout out to Buddy, man. We appreciate it.
Did he say why?
He didn't.
The inspiration recently had a message saying it was taking time. I don't know if it's that Chris Bay talks that.
Yeah.
He sounds like, you know, he could be one. If something happened one day, he'd be 1 foot out the door. So I do appreciate people taking that time and living their life and not worrying about getting old at a place. You know,
his last match is against Darius Carter in an I Quit match.
Shout out
is that this? Is that a Paris's bumping match? Like when is that match happening?
Looks like June 17th, Richfield Park, New Jersey.
That's probably. I think that is Paris's bumping. Yeah, I think that's Paris's bumping too. Yeah, so that makes sense.
Cup.
Yeah, I think the Paris's bumping too is happening. It's happening around Juneteenth. Matter of fact, when we was at Jobber Talk, he mentioned that they had something happening in June. So I don't know. Maybe we can. I don't know. Mimi. Make a note. Figure something out. Who you got, man? Who you got this week?
I'm going with Willow Nightingale. Shout out. You saw what she was doing.
I watched
that. Saw the signs. They told you in the signs.
Peace to Willow. Shout out to Willow. Good look. Really good look.
Facts.
Who you got, Trey?
I'm going with Dante Martin. Him and Ray Phoenix had match of the night last night. For all y'all that talk shit about flippy shit, y'all was liking that.
That was good.
Landing on their feet after a
great advertising
at the top rope. Crazy.
They did.
And he might be on another singles run because Darius is
his brother's hurt.
Is hurt. And Dante Martin had a hell of a run last year.
Right. His brother's been hurt for a minute though, right?
No,
he just came back.
But then he got hurt again.
Yeah.
Because that's why Dante been wrestling solo.
Yep.
I'm gonna get my Black Rasslin to Swerve Strickland. I anytime I can see Swerve get, I kind of wish I could see him getting busy with cats that's not Darby Allin. Let me give him somebody that he can really go with. Not on some too cold Chris Benoit type shit, but you know, like somebody that he can really match styles with.
Fighting a lawn dart.
That's what I'm saying. Like you just launched, and they go, and they have chemistry. They fuck with each other, but like,
how you want Swerve Danielson? Just say it.
I want Daniel. All right. Let me get this the fuck out the way. I need the Blackpool Combat Club. I don't give a fuck if they have titles. I would love Bryan Danielson to be champion. Serena Deeb, no disrespect to Thunder Rosa. Shouts out to her and what she's doing as champion. Serena Deeb, take that fucking title and then walk it over to the Blackpool Combat Club and then have that Blackpool Combat Club just take over both divisions. That's all I need.
What we really need is what they teased the other night was Starks and Hobbs, new tag champs.
Facts. We'll see. Now,
I hope so.
It's the first episode of season 3. Shouts out to the A Show for coming through. Shouts out to the Black Announce Table for this crispy sweatshirt. I guess you could. I don't know if you can still get that, but subscribe to all them niggas' Patreons. You have something to say?
Shout out to Anakin Vader.
Facts.
Shout out to Broken Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Grams. Happy birthday, my nigga.
Peace. Yeah, just the other day.
Shout out to Bad Liquor Drinking Jermaine. We see you. I see you out there working with your son. Shout out to Mimi with her son.
Word.
Yes.
Shout out to everybody over there in the chat. And shit.
Shouts out to you, Math. I saw the Black Mavericks.
That's right.
I announced the Black Mavericks. I don't know if people really pay attention to the Black Mavericks, but yeah, shouts out to the Nuck if you bucks. If you got that in there before the start of last week's show, you getting it's not this.
It's
but
not
it looked just you. I like it because it's got the John on the side. It's got the Dallas, and it's hard. It's hard. You're gonna like this. And I want to again, if you a $10 Patreon supporter, you get one of these. Please put it on the Instagram, put it on the Twitter, hashtag Black Rasslin, at Black Rasslin. I want to see, y'all rocking the merch. Shit, before we get out of here, Mimi, where can the people find you on the social medias?
It's Mimi Shells on Instagram. I am Mimi Shells on Twitter. I won't be on Turnbuckle Talk tomorrow, but I will be on Tuesday.
Tell that nigga stop talking past a minute.
Who, me?
Julian.
No, not you.
We love Julian.
It's me.
So Julian's excited.
What about you?
What's that? What is that?
Where can people find you, fam?
Hey man, IlFam79 on your social media choice. More importantly, every week at Where's Buffy. That's all I got.
Shouts to the buff.
Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut. I hopped on the Where's Buffy Instagram. I was on that Instagram for like a good hour.
That was this nigga.
Dying. And then I listened to old podcasts one night. Y'all gotta listen to Where's Buffy. I love it.
Yo, what Magic was like.
Y'all was having too much fun.
Classics.
Yo, somebody set a bar. No, you know what? I'm gonna say that for off air.
Okay.
Math at Math Damon.
Thank you, Bugs.
You can follow me on Twitter at Davis, aka Drip. Instagram, Davis Colm DC. Banks versus Davis on YouTube. Most importantly, I am the J White Boy of BRP, the Rainmaker of Ecstasy, the Sensitive Lover Boy. Shout out to the Droplets. After Sunday, I will be the 2-time BRP predictions champion.
You gotta win it. You gotta win it first.
I will.
We'll see. Mimi, happy early Mother's Day.
Yes.
Shouts out to the mothers out there.
Oh, I thought you was going to drop.
No. I mean, you can enjoy. You can be a loser on Mother's Day.
Oh my.
That's fucked up.
What? You can be a great mother and still be a loser. Ronda Rousey could be a great mother. She could be a loser on Sunday. I'm at Khal on Twitter. Is that bad? At Khal on Twitter, at Black Rasslin, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. BlackRasslin.com is a website. But as always, find the Black Rasslin Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, Deezer, wherever you get your podcasts, we're there. YouTube.com/Black Rasslin. Please make sure you're subscribed. Like the post if you laugh once. Share with your friends if you want. Patreon.com/Black Rasslin. Pay the one. Peace to Vin. Me and Mav had a fun conversation with Vin, and then Drip jumped in like 10 minutes before.
Told a story about a girl pissing in a container. Yeah.
But why?
Drip.
Yeah.
Drip.
Trip.
White Noise. It will be coming this week. We couldn't look it up.
Like me or not, I didn't come up here to be liked. I came up here.